Film debaters, assemble. Nope. Captain America says it better. Doesn't work with the podcast. Anyways, hey everybody. Thanks for tuning into another episode of The Real Debaters. I'm Micheal Petrow, your host and one of the debaters. This week is the wrestling-themed episode. We decided to go back to one of our favorite things to watch when we were kids and combine it with the movies we love today. Specifically speaking, we decided to look at one actor and take two of their characters and form a WWE tag team out of them. And then we set it up so we'd have to argue their finishing moves and their style choices and their charisma and their walkout music and all the things that make a great tag team possible. And then pin them against each other in my living room. Not physically, but, metaphorically speaking. So this week in the living room, we've got Mark Navarro, myself, Christopher Stanton, and unfortunately no Mark Cowell. He had to go off and play in his baseball playoffs. But he won, so everybody clap hands for Mark, 23-6. It was a hard-fought battle, apparently. Replacing Mark this week is a lovely local comedian named Jimmy Skinner. Jimmy, Martin, and Chris all do comedy together. If this is your first episode, I suggest checking them out on our Instagram page if you're from Winnipeg and you want to see some funny guys do some funny things. Go follow them and see where they're performing this week and next and so on. So without any more rambling from yours truly, let me just find, where's the button? It's not under the mixer. It's not under the computer. Oh, there it is. Cue the reel. Enjoy the show.
I've lived in the land of opportunity for too long.
Well, we will
do anything else.
They don't have air conditioning in the Philippines?
One room in my grandparents' compound. One room has air conditioning. Everywhere else has fans. It's hot and it's humid. It's terrible.
What room is it?
Compound. It's a compound. It's like one bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my grandma's bedroom. I'll have to I legit go downstairs, have breakfast, and go back and just sit in an air conditioned room.
Wow.
For 30 minutes because it's so hot.
Maybe they air condition the bathroom. I don't know.
Well, the bathroom's attached to the bedroom, so I mean it does,
so
but it's still hot. It's still hot.
Jimmy, bring that microphone a little closer to your face.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never taken
Jimmy,
a cold shower.
You've never. Hang on, we got to hear Jimmy's soft voice.
Jimmy,
first.
You want to hear my soft voice?
There it is. That
There.
sounds. Yeah,
Okay.
There we go. We can.
Yeah.
We'll just turn your mic up here a little bit. Hang on.
Yeah, Philippines is the only time I've ever taken a cold shower,
and
it is amazing. You're just like, oh, this is so good because you're so hot and sweaty.
Oh, I was like, what? Cold showers are the worst.
Oh no, in the Philippines when it's like
scalding
50
hot,
degrees outside with the humidity and just pollution in your face, you're just like, I gotta bathe myself. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do in the Philippines. I shower lots and I sit in air conditioned rooms all the time.
Well, on that amazing point to do a segue. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing today?
Good.
Wonderful.
Good? Yeah. All right.
Nice little Friday in August.
Yeah. No, it was one of those hot motherfuckers today. It's been kind of cool the last couple of days.
Yeah.
It's definitely gone back to climate change weather. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Fake news. I'm just kidding.
Thank you, all of you who've come back to the living room this week. We have to my left,
Martin Navarro.
Perfect. And joining us today, replacing Mark Cowell, who has baseball playoffs.
Yeah. Wearing a baseball shirt.
Wearing a baseball shirt to replace the player playing baseball.
I bought this shirt with a set of pajama pants.
It looks like you did.
Thank you.
Are those the pants as well? You just cut them?
No, these are shorts that I paint with usually. That's hence the stain.
I'm so happy for the first time on this podcast you dressed up for us.
Thank you.
Say your name for us, mysterious guest, because no one...
Yeah, we haven't even asked who you are yet. What's your name?
Jimmy Skinner.
Jimmy Skinner,
Yeah.
local Winnipeg comedian hanging out with us in the podcast today, and as well we have returning
Chris.
There we go. I point to you. You talk.
I wasn't napping.
Do you want to? Can I put you in a more or less comfortable chair? Would that help? Would that?
No, that's nice.
That's good.
Yeah,
okay. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna point to you. And you're going to be just like
dozing off.
He's falling asleep, yes.
He looks so peaceful.
Anything for those viral hits, you know?
Pull your microphone up a little bit, too, because you and Jimmy both have these lovely, soft...
Oh.
I gotta.
There we
I
go.
gotta keep it warm.
Why did it just get super
stand-up.
sexual?
It-
It's just you're both a look being like, I gotta keep it warm for stand up. Like,
It's like, oh, we have a Jeff Goldblum. We have somebody purring. That's great. I didn't know Jimmy would
Oh
bring
no,
the purr.
that was Chris.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you can throw your purr. That's
oh yeah,
amazing.
I'll take credit for that.
And I'm Micheal Petrow, your host, as always, returning for another episode. So let's just dive right into it. We'll start with you, Mr. Martin. What did you watch this week?
I finished The Boys. It's not a
Boys.
porno, I swear. I know it sounds like one, but
what porn do you watch that
I
just
just-
has that as the
I
title?
don't know. But you could see that it is a porn, right? Like it just could be a porn.
Nope.
The Boys. Yeah,
I got no porn
could be
from
a
that
porn.
whatsoever.
Yeah. Jesus. Anyways,
I left my
Uh,
shovel at home. I'm not going to dig
when
that
I first
deep.
heard about that graphic novel, all the jokes, I'm like, is that a porn? Is that a porn? Like when I first, my buddy's like, oh, you should read The Boys. Is that an adult? Like, is that a porno book? Like, what is this? This is back in the day when, we didn't have like high speed internet wasn't, what do you call it? Readily
Fast.
available. Yeah. Yeah.
How old is this story?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we had like not high speed. Like we had like this was like the beginning of cable and DSL. So not everyone had it yet.
So how old is The Boys then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Because
I
I didn't even know it was a graphic novel
probably
until
2000.
yesterday.
I think I
Neither
read it in
did I.
2004, maybe 2005.
DC, Marvel, Vertigo.
I can't remember.
all
It's
that.
been a long time. I just watched the show and I just remember bits and pieces of the graphic novel.
Yeah, because you said.
But I thought it was just a cool concept, and that's why I watched the show too. So.
Yeah, you said you started watching it last week, so you finished it in its entirety now.
Yeah. I finished it the other day.
Hey.
For anybody who hasn't, give a brief synopsis.
Oh, it's like so it's the near future, and superheroes are a thing. They're all
They're a real thing.
Yeah, they're a real thing. They're common in North America only. And what if like they're all portrayed as really, really cool, good, and virtuous, but what if they aren't behind the scenes, And then who
Chevy.
spanks the superheroes when they step out of line?
Yeah, really. Who
So-
would spank? Like who?
Like
would-
who watches The Watchmen?
Yeah,
kind of
pretty
thing?
much that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
Who
a
spanks the Watchmen?
there's a group that does
Who
that.
spanks the Spanksman?
The spanking.
That sounds like a great band name.
Who spanks the
Who
Watchmen?
spanks the Spanksman?
Oh,
Because nobody knows what a Spanksman is. Sorry for cutting off.
It's
Go
hard.
on,
What is
Martin.
Spanx? Is that like just a leotard or what?
Wait,
are,
what
what
is
are
a
Spanx?
what is a Spanksman? You
Tight
just
shorts.
drop that
Tight
on-
shorts? Is that what it is?
I think so.
I don't know what it is.
Spanx. I found this out the other day because I was actually I've bought a couple pairs of Saks. The
What are
underwear.
those?
Saks, the male underwear with the ball cup that holds.
Is that the ones that wicks away moisture from your
Yes.
your junk?
Also, yeah, definitely.
Did
keeps-
Michael Jordan endorse this? I won't buy
Um,
any underwear unless he's endorsed it.
No.
Fruit of the loom,
Fruit of the
man.
loom.
Well, anyways, this tangent kind of wraps into what Spanx are. Anyways, I said out loud, I was like, I got a brand new pair of Spanx. And I mean, Freudian slip. I mean, Saks, right? Like I'm thinking about my junk, but I'm talking about which Spanx are my understanding. Someone's going to tweet at this or say something about it. But my understanding is that they are tight and they hold in things that you want held in. And they make them for men
It's
and
like a
women.
girdle,
It's a girdle. It's just a...
but with pants. Are they pant girdles? Or?
well, they're like... You can
The
get 'em-
boidle.
The boidle.
Boydle.
Do you need help putting these on?
Not necessarily. I don't... Well...
I just imagine that Seinfeld episode with Kramer, and he's trying to get the jeans off, and he's just
Yeah.
like straight legged.
I'm not thinking they're easy, Chris. Like it's not
Okay.
it's not like a whoosh and you're done. I'm thinking you might need a shoehorner.
I want to
Something-
search
my
it, but I don't
or
know if I
lube
want
or
that.
something, right?
I don't know if I want that on my browser history. What are Spanx? Martin Navarro searched that at this time.
Anyways, okay, so give us your review of The Boys. What's
It's good. Like I mean,
Yeah?
it's not crazy good, but it is good. Like it's a little different from the graphic novel, which I like. So it's not the same. It's kind of the same basic arc, but there's small things that are a bit different throughout. Which I think if you haven't seen it, if you're curious, give it a shot. It's worth it. Only 9 episodes, I think.
yeah,
hour
that's,
each.
That's great.
Yeah.
Too many episodes
Yeah.
gives me anxiety.
And I really like Carl Urban as Billy Butcher.
And Carl Urban, from my understanding of
I love
watching
Carl Urban.
the trailer for it, I started watching one of the episodes the other night, and then got to the point. This is not a spoiler alert. Got to the point where that dude is standing next to his, I guess, girlfriend. It's like the first 5 minutes of the first scene, and the fast superhero comes running through, and it's this slow mo shot. The camera turns, and she is just obliterated into like a giant floating pile of blood. And I said out loud, "Whoa, me and Shauna need to watch this," because like we both dig that dark, weird shit. So I haven't
is.
continued
It's-
on. So
yeah.
okay,
It's dark, weird. It's a good take on the superhero genre.
I like a good anti-hero, right? So
Yeah.
there's obviously many of them in this. And 2, I like something that like drops it into 6th gear really quick to get you. Like this is gonna rock you.
No,
This is
it's
a little-
fun. There's a lot of weird shit in it. You're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I
Sweet.
mean? You're just like, this is weird, but it's good. I
Out of
liked it.
5, what would you rate it?
Maybe like a 3.5, 4.
3.5 or 4 boys
4?
out of 5?
4 boys, yeah, 4, 3.5 to 4. I don't want to say that. That is not one of my rating system. I do not want to rate based
I
on
was
that.
trying to rope them in on that one. I was like, I got to bring these boys back that apparently are making a
Nope.
porno on Amazon Prime.
They're back in town.
The boy,
Their boys are back in town. Yeah, and
Well played.
yeah, it was
Well
good.
played.
Give it a shot.
All right, cool. Jimmy, what'd you watch this week, buddy?
I have been watching every night before bed the old Dead Zone TV show.
Wow.
Yeah, did you
With
guys?
Anthony Michael Hall?
Yes, sir.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, he is absolutely one of my favorites. I love the show. Me and my dad watched the movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, a few years before that, and then I realized that there was a TV show like recently, so I'm like, I got to check that out, and it's quite possibly the best thing I've ever watched.
What's it on?
It's I found it on it's a weird knockoff streaming service called Tubi. They don't make you sign up for an account in any way, and you can just watch a whole bunch of just campy, horrible movies and weird TV. Like they have all of Alf for some
Oh my
reason.
god, really?
Yeah, I swear. Like
Because they're the
love
only
that
ones
show.
who bid on this show
I
for
guess
streaming.
so. They have they have lots of stuff like that, and I saw the Dead Zone on there.
They have
and I
Punky
checked it out.
Brewster?
Probably.
Oh my god.
They just I don't know. I watched Hey Arnold the movie on there. Like they have
wow.
so much
We
weird
just got
shit.
a bunch of random
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
But you know what,
beautiful.
though? They're on to something because everybody's going after what they want people to tune in for.
Right.
This is for places like you, because what these guys have told me about you. You like the campy and the horror.
I do. I like stupid shit.
That's awesome. No, stupid shit has a place in everybody's home.
Wonderful.
I am usually being told to turn off the stupid shit in my home so that me and Shauna
Oh.
can watch something we both like. No, I'm kidding. She doesn't. I get control of the television here.
Like I'm not paid, but get Tubi. Tubi's it's excellent.
Are you sponsored by them? Or?
No,
I'm working
no
on
one
something
is.
behind the scenes here. Tubi, if you're listening, we love the
Oh.
shit you paid practically nothing for.
Did we just put Tubi on blast? That doesn't sound technically
Is it
legal.
to be like 2 and B or TOO?
Or TUBE?
TUBI.
Tubi.
Yeah, you were
to
you
buy.
said it.
To buy.
Yeah.
Buy.
You know what? I actually haven't heard it said by anyone other than me, so I could be wrong.
To buy.
It's probably 2B.
Is it?
No, but that
To be or
BI is
not
buy.
to be, right?
BI is buy.
Either way,
it's EI.
definitely watch the
No,
Dead
it's
Zone.
BI, right? BI is how you pronounce BI buy.
I don't know, man.
Right?
It's an
The
ad.
2 eyes would make it
Bilateral?
B. I don't know.
Is
So
it
Jimmy, you say watch the show.
Yeah.
Let's let these two guys argue over how Webster's would spell it in another day.
I was just
Oh,
curious
God.
about the enunciation of
to
this.
buy?
I want to sign up.
You sound like
You don't
like
have to.
Oh, all the viruses.
you know what, Martin. You sound like Harvey Keitel in the opening sequence of Reservoir Dogs, where he's like Tommy Wong,
Like
Tommy
that.
Chang,
I like that.
Tommy Lang. That's like that whole cadence is.
Huge fan of Harvey
Yeah.
Keitel.
So anyway, sorry for Martin interrupting you for your first time, Jimmy.
Sorry.
Honestly,
We wanted to pop your cherry in a romantic way, and you just got. cut
I
the
think
fuck
I
off.
did. I think that was what. Yeah.
That's what you were told
Whatever.
would happen.
little give and take, right?
Felt like a lot of give.
Yeah.
So you,
I'm a
would-
giver.
You would suggest
I would
so
watch
I
it.
don't know.
It's-
I know the show, but I don't know much. Like, talk to me.
Okay, like you haven't
Sell
seen
me.
it.
No.
Okay, so Anthony Michael Hall is a young boy. He doesn't play the young boy, but he walks out onto the ice.
Weird way of starting.
I
that
know. We've said we've said the term boy too many times in the first 15 minutes or 10 minutes of this podcast.
Especially when you also say he's a young boy,
Yeah.
but he doesn't play the young boy. Well, he's not that boy.
It begins that way.
Okay.
Okay, he begins as a young lad, and he.
Doesn't
As-
make it any worse.
as one
worse.
does.
I'm just trying to
when
find
they
something
live.
else. It's got to be something better
Young
than
person?
boy.
I don't know.
Yes, he is.
He's at the age of innocence. Okay.
So he slips on the ice, whacks his head real hard, and starts mumbling and just talking to himself don't go out there, leave it, whatever. And then as everyone's leaving to bring him to the hospital, a kid falls through the ice, and he predicted it in his head, and he was saying it to everybody. They get the kid out and he's fine, but then years go on, he gets in an accident and is in a coma for 6 years and develops psychic powers just by touching people, and the whole show is based around him helping people every week.
Okay.
It's
Oh my
weird.
God, that's sorry. There was a thing on I remember now. There's a thing on The Boys just on that premise alone. I shit you not. Just watch it. You'll watch it and you'll see oh my God, this is the show.
If it
Maybe they're linked.
Is it Anthony Michael
Sharing
Hall?
the same
No,
universe.
no.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Haley Joel Osment.
I'm in.
Yeah, I heard
Haley Joel Osment
yeah, I
is
heard
in
he
The
was in it.
Boys?
Yeah.
Wow.
I only heard about that because I was on Reddit today and someone was like, "Hey, young Anakin actually shows up in The Boys. It's sweet." And someone was just like, "No, that's Haley Joel Osment."
That's
from
the Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense.
He's like, "Oh wow, they both kind of look like really shitty now. I couldn't tell."
They both age not well.
Yeah.
So I would give it 5 out of 5 serious head injuries that lead to psychic powers. So
Nice.
I
that's
like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Well played. Well played. Chris,
I am the first one that went to a movie and saw a movie this week.
me too.
Out
Well,
of- out of
I'll
these
join you in
movies.
that room in a bit.
You know, the real debaters.
Yeah, I know. It's like even lie. Like just say, just
Yeah.
just tell me the plot of
Just
a
say
movie
you
that
saw
you love.
the Dead Zone movie.
Yeah, there you go.
fine.
I mean, not that we're lying to our viewers, but it's just like whatever.
Can I
It's
change? I saw
semantics.
Commando
Fuck.
again for the 50th time. I'll talk
No,
about that if you want.
Can't change. We're
Nah.
talking to Chris. All right, go on. So you went and saw a movie, Chris.
I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Oh.
Quentin Tarantino's 9th film.
Okay, fuck it. I'm going to jump in here. I saw it too.
Was that your movie?
That was
your
my movie, so that's fine. That's
sweet.
fine.
Okay,
That's-
but tag
yeah.
team it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Like,
Well, I
oh,
don't.
I call
because
bottom. I call bottom.
I highly recommend it, so I don't want to give away too many spoilers to you two guys.
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
gonna
To our
see it.
listeners.
Yeah.
It's still pretty new. Although if you're a hardcore Quentin fan, you've probably already seen it by now. That wasn't a slight at you guys. If you guys are hardcore Tarantino
Challenging your
fans. Yeah.
Tarantino on the floor here. What are you going to do
But
about
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I am a Tarantino fan. The runtime was like 3 hours, and
that? 2:41.
it didn't really feel like that. Didn't feel fast, but it was
241.
2
Yeah.
hours and 41
Wow.
minutes.
Yeah, when we
That's
got
not
out of the
bad
theater,
for
it was
Tar-
about like sitting there for 3 hours, and it was like that was as long as Avengers.
Yeah. Like go on.
But it was it's got that snappy dialogue that Quentin has,
Which is
and like he does. I like how they had all these like 50s, 60s kind of shows that they would show that Leo's character used to be in, and it was done very like in the style of the time, and I kind of called it Pulp Fiction 2.
I agree with you.
because it follows 3 kind of stories,
It
and they
does.
all sort of intersect. Kinda,
Yeah.
they do. And there's kind of time jumps here and there and stuff like that, and it takes place in Hollywood, LA kind of deal. Same with Pulp Fiction, and it's just got that.
Yeah, I guess Pulp Fiction is the only one that does that. I don't think none of the other movies. All the movies had like one main plot, right?
Reservoir Dogs still kind of followed a
One
bunch
dude.
of different people.
Yeah.
But same. They're on the same kind of like
Yeah,
mission.
but we
to do
we
something.
kind of see how each person kind of got there in Reservoir
Yeah.
Dogs.
And Pulp is more 3 stories with one trajectory. Like they're all
Yeah,
on the same
yeah.
timeline, where Reservoir is multiple people with the same story. But you're right when you say that. I was like, this has got the suspense of Kill Bill and the separate storyline of
Like the final act, like after 3 hours almost of watching these characters, you're like, oh man, I'm invested in this now. Like,
Yeah.
where's this? Because it sort of ties loosely into Charles Manson and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. It's sort of in the
Sharon
background.
Tate.
And Sharon Tate, that's Margot Robbie. And I didn't. Now I know a bit more, but watching the movie, I didn't know a lot of the details with Manson and all that.
Yeah, I'm in the same
So
boat as you.
I learned a lot, and I can't wait to see it again. I'd give it like 4 out of 5. Where was the Sam Jackson cameos? Because I was thinking, I was like,
waiting for it too.
but he might have been there because I missed him in Kill Bill, and he was in Kill Bill. He was in
Yeah.
both of them.
Well, yeah, he was the piano player in
Yeah,
Kill Bill.
and in the one scene, he's just dead. But
Yeah.
I'm like that counts. That's
Still him.
Yeah.
Sam
Still him.
Jackson.
There it is. There it is.
But yeah, in this one, it must have been a blink if you missed it. I thought he would have done some of the narration, which was actually done by Kurt Russell.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And the other one, I don't know if there was a Tarantino cameo that he usually always has.
I didn't catch it either.
Yeah.
Did you see the trunk shot though? Like, did you see the up-down shot that he's also notorious for?
That must have been in there somewhere.
It was. I didn't. I was. I was looking. That was my number 1, and my number 2 was Samuel L. I wasn't even concerned if Tarantino walked in or not.
I think he has a new, was it an editor or cinematographer? Because one of those died that always used to work with Quentin.
Okay.
So I was kind of noticing like it did look a little bit more like a modern movie. It didn't have like that Quentin kind of look to it. I found
That
a lot
old
of
timey
times.
feel.
Yeah, or just those kind of like iconic kind of shots. But I think once I watch it numerous times, I'm like, oh yeah, this is just classic Quentin at its grandest.
Yeah, very much so. And the homage that he always does, because he is like Pulp Fiction is very 90s LA, where this is very late 50s, early 60s LA.
Yeah.
I
Bruce
guess.
Lee was around,
was,
so probably 60s.
It was 69, I think.
Bruce,
So he does make a very
Nice.
good play at how big of a star you can become at that time and how far you can fall from being that star, because that's DiCaprio's basic character. Right?
And as
He
we're
was-
watching, Sharon Tate kind of sort of take
has
off.
her upward trajectory
Yeah.
too, and
And
she's
then we have Brad Pitt stole the movie for me. Like
100%.
I would say he's actually the main character, even though it's probably Leo.
Yeah,
But Brad Pitt plays Cliff
Booth.
Booth. Was that his
Cliff
last
Booth,
name?
yeah.
Cliff Booth.
Who's going to be nominated for Best Supporting Actor out of the two of them?
They should just both be
Someone-
They
nominated.
should
Well,
both be nominated for that because
Like,
they
yeah.
share. They are almost in every scene together.
Yeah.
They're because
Okay.
he's a stunt double, right? So he's like, "This Cliff Booth, this is my stunt double,"
Yeah.
right? And DiCaprio does such a good fucking job because he was a cowboy on TV, so he's always the cowboy, and he's always
He's always the hero.
the hero, and then he's being used. Like, this isn't spoiling anything, but his character is being used to die on new shows to make new actors look better. So it's the old guard and new guard coming in and coming out, and he's trying to make his way in. And they're like brothers. But there is a fight scene between Bruce Lee and Brad Pitt that will make Chris. That was probably one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, it was a good scene.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
Because I was like, I don't know where this is going to go. Are they going to kill Bruce? Is this how Bruce Lee dies?
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Tarantino's movie universe. Also, without giving away anything, nah, they will. So I don't want to say it.
all right, yeah,
I was going to. I'll ask you after the podcast.
sure, yeah, no, totally, that's good. You just want to whisper it in my ear right now and forget they're in the room.
Did you think that the ending kind of reminded you?
Stop! I'm listening so hard.
All right, cool. Well, that was great. That's nice when it's two of us have seen the. Two of us went and saw a movie, first of all. That's okay. This has always been about what you like watching and not have you gone to watch. Because there's TV reels and there's movie reels. And
Yeah, Chris.
eventually one day, I'm sure this thing's going to spawn into bringing some TV. And we can't ignore it forever, right?
What about TV movies?
They would have to
TV
change
movies.
our name.
Which brings me to my next point. Trailer of the week. So, yeah, I've figured out how to do that.
Sick.
You'll see it. Yeah. So we'll start with Mr. Navarro. Martin, what is your take on the trailer
What
of
trailer?
Zombie?
What trailer
I was
we
getting
watched?
into
Yeah,
it.
tell-
Of
Yeah, tell us.
Zombieland 2.
No. Zombieland Double Tap.
Sorry. All right.
Was there two
Double
in there?
tap, yeah.
Did they say two in there?
I don't know.
Okay,
Captain
good.
fucking trademark in the corner over
Is
here.
it Zombieland Double Tap? I think it is. That would
It
make
is
sense,
I don't
Zombieland
right?
think it's
Double
two.
Tap. I was doing this big lead up, and you're like, "Where's the trailer?" Zombieland 2 Double Tap. That's the trailer of the week. Martin Navarro, please tell us your thoughts.
I don't have. I really liked the first one. I was a huge fan. Like, I didn't really know what it was about. Like, I knew it was about zombies, but I didn't know too much about it when I saw it. So that, like, I just fell in love with that movie instantly. Like Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone. Like, that was great casting. But I don't know. I think we mentioned it earlier. Like, sequels, you just can't put too much trust in sequels because they don't really. It's hard to live up to the first. It's a really hard hurdle to climb.
I agree with you on that. But from what I can tell,
I'm
from
hopeful. I'm
yeah.
hoping that it's good. Like I mean,
the trailer's very hopeful in regard to, you can clearly tell they're playing on, like, they're not changing the characters.
Yeah.
They're just making the characters go through another thing, right?
they're older.
Like, if they just let the
Yeah.
movie, if they kept shooting the first one, I'm sure all of this would eventually happen. So it's just it looks like another part of their zombie apocalypse adventure together.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's a lot of the humor that they had in the first one in this one, and
It seems
interesting
like
ways to kill zombies is what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, right? The
Right?
zombie kill of the week, or was
Yeah.
it
The Combine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Combine looks cool.
Combine
I mean,
looks great, and it, like you mentioned, Stanton. There's a Twinkie on the hood of
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So there's callbacks. to the first
Tallahassee.
one, obviously.
totally.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. It looked all right. There was like, it was mostly just killing zombies, doing their usual shit. I hear there's going to be a lot of celebrity cameos, so I'm kind of excited about that. I
Yeah,
tried not to Google it, but I did a little bit. And should I say what I saw?
I
No?
wouldn't.
don't,
all right,
don't.
all right,
People
I
want
won't.
to go in
Just a
fresh,
little bit,
Jimmy.
just-
No, don't tease it.
Just a tip. Too much.
No, all right. Okay, I won't say it.
This is a very
But, yeah,
sexual podcast episode.
There's some undertones going on here.
just no, I don't know whether it's true or not. I have no idea because I haven't.
Yeah,
seen
it's
it.
Well, the
movie,
movie's
so-
out in October, so
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
might be true.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
yeah, I won't say it. But yeah, it's a really good one. I think the movie's going to be fine. Like, I think if I went to see it in theaters, I wouldn't be disappointed with that. I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah,
I think it looks fine.
and I mean, killing zombies is not really hard. You just have to make
Exactly.
it cool.
like it, and I'm excited for it because it feels like they've been talking about making the sequel for like what 10 years, roughly.
I think I read Emma Stone said she wouldn't be opposed if they did this every 10 years.
That's hilarious.
So in 2029, we'd get the third movie kind of deal.
It'd be great.
And
if
they'd all be now 10 years older, and
if
just
they
keep
just
doing that.
What if they just shot it like Boyhood?
Yeah, but every decade.
Watch them grow up.
Well, and they definitely point that out in the trailer when
Abigail Breslin.
yeah, I don't know what her character's name is. I can't remember. She says like, "Stop calling me girl" or whatever. It's like, right, like you're an adult now. Like,
Yeah.
you're probably in your mid to late 20s. I don't know. It's been a decade, so
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, you're not Little Miss Sunshine anymore.
no, you are. I don't know. I had nothing there, so I'm not going to spend it.
You are, yeah.
You're just an angry. I don't know.
What are your thoughts, Mr. Christopher?
It looked all right. I did comment out at the end. I didn't really know what it was about, and you all were like, "Oh, just killing zombies." Like, yeah, but I've gone through my zombie movie phase. I've seen all that. Like,
you're too good for
I
zombies
need a
now?
little.
Is that what
No,
it
I
is?
just need some more substance to it. I will say I did enjoy the first one. I saw it a couple times. I don't know if I'll see this in theaters, but I would not be opposed if it shows up on Netflix. I'm like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like-
really it. It just looks like a continuation 10 years later, I guess. Did the trailer mention if it actually is 10 years?
I don't
think it
remember.
did.
I don't think it did. It just
It is-
everyone looks
well,
older.
She's the no. Well, they all kind of look the same, but Breslin's older. So if you're going to write a script and have
You kinda
continuity,
have
you
to.
kind of have to recognize, she's not a little girl anymore.
Yeah.
And
Wish it was at
that's
13.
one line of dialogue to do that, right? Like,
At least we're not talking about little boys anymore.
You
Getting
had to
better.
bring that back.
But you said, Chris, like you wanted some substance with your, like, do you want Dances with Wolves with zombies? Is that the kind of substance
Honestly,
you want?
why not?
I mean, okay.
Pride and Prejudice with zombies
Yeah,
is already
yeah,
a thing,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
And Overlord is Nazi zombies.
Yeah, and you had Abraham Lincoln versus
Vampires?
Vampire Hunter, whatever that
Okay,
was.
yeah, you're
right?
right.
See? So-
You can give
I'd
substance.
agree.
to
But the thing
zombies.
is, the first Zombieland did take care of its main cast and built them as characters and everything like that. And you're like, I enjoy these. They weren't just like a group of people. You're like, which one dies first? You're like, oh no, this is a team. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to whatever the cameos. But you're not going to be able to beat Bill Murray.
I was just
No.
going to
And
say,
like, do you have any regrets in life? Like maybe Garfield. Like, that
What if
just
they-
won't be topped. That won't be topped.
No, he can't be Bill Murray. I was like, what if they killed Dan Aykroyd?
didn't we talk about how like Bill Murray ended up doing Garfield, like one of a Coen?
He thought it was a Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah.
It was like a Cohan or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I guess
Coen
that like,
No
brothers.
one tried to correct him on that. Like, why did he think a Coen brother had
Yeah,
like?
what agent does he have?
Yeah,
Like, be
I-
like, oh yeah, by
I
the
hear
way.
it
doesn't.
takes-
That's the thing. He's got a
yeah.
1-800 number that he answers when he feels like
Oh
it.
my gosh.
And they said, hey, want to do Garfield? It's
That's
a
so
Coen
awesome.
Brothers movie?
But like,
Was that a bet? They're like, hey, let's just try this out, see if we can get him. He's like, sure. And they're like, oh fuck,
fuck?
we need money for Bill Murray now.
Shit, finance this motherfucker. I'm in with you guys. It's a popcorn movie. It's going to be fun, and I mean, you can't. There's not much there to fuck up, right? Like you're saying with substance, it's not. It's as shallow as a shower stall. So, I mean, there's not. If you really go hard left or hard right and take away the best parts of each character, like if Jesse Eisenberg all of a sudden becomes like Rico fucking the man, right? Like I'm like
Lex Luthor.
yeah, like you.
Could you imagine if that happened?
He just that's his transformation to Lex Luthor.
the little nod to DC.
Didn't even cut his hair. Chris.
No, that was so bad.
I think he just filmed his Lex Luthor scenes in between. Now you
Social
see me.
Social Network.
Yeah,
They
He's
didn't
doing
change
magic
characters.
tricks on set while he's being Lex Luthor.
yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, Lex Luthor, same person. See,
Kinda, though.
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Man, that would have been a good. Well, we'll come back to that because that would have been fun tonight. But yeah. So, anyways, popcorn movie. Don't change the characters because the characters are what makes this movie, right? If you there's nothing, there's no subtext to it. There's no subplot. It's just zombie killing with funny people in funny scenes yelling out zingers is really all it is. So. Martin, like, how would you watch this movie with our new rating system that we're enacting today? So if we fuck this up, bear with us.
I'm still unsure, but I'm going to say this. I would watch it in theaters, probably not in 3D, regular.
regular.
Yeah.
Okay, so you not the tippy top.
Do you want to
of-
watch it with me?
I still want to go see Hobbs and Shaw with you because everybody's just. I'm getting looked at.
D-box.
Like I've got this biggest zit on my face when I'm like Hobbs and Shaw.
I'll say this:
like,
if
what?
Fast and the Furious movies, D-box is the way. That's the only time to see D-box seats.
like you're
it's
in
Fast
the
and the Furious.
car.
Yeah, because you don't have to pay attention to plot.
Do they even drive the cars in the new ones?
I don't know. Tanks.
Yeah.
There's
helicopters?
helicopters held on by chains.
There's
and
motorcycles.
muscles,
I don't know.
right? Like
But I'll see it in theaters to answer your question.
Okay.
But not 3D.
not 3D. Okay, so like an 8, maybe a 7 out of
7.5 maybe.
Yeah, that was
What
okay. Yeah.
what usually determines you seeing it in 3D? Because usually if I'm going through
It's gotta
the
be,
listings and I see 3D, I'm just like, nah.
3D is usually like, it depends. Usually if I'm seeing opening night, it's for sure going to be 3D. Like a Marvel movie, I'll see that in 3D. It's got to be a movie that I want to see. Like I can't wait to see it. I have to see it opening day.
And there's no other options.
Yeah.
Just go to 3D.
3D.
Cool. Jimmy, how would you see this movie?
On a cheap movie Tuesday.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
I think it's a little bit better than a cheap movie Tuesday.
I think I'd pay more than $5 for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like week 1 Tuesday or like week 3 Tuesday?
Oh, it's gone by week 3.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd still go see it early, like when it comes out, just the first Tuesday that
First
it comes
Tuesday?
out. So it's gonna be packed in there, and
Like,
you're
you
still
had a
spending like $14 on snacks.
Yeah,
so
you had a
it's
busy
not,
weekend, so you're just gonna go to
Exactly,
Tuesday. one, right?
yeah.
And that's right. Like snacks are like $19 after you
Like-
get everything.
And I'll be late and sit at the front, but I won't mind. It'll be fine.
You okay? All right. I see where you're going with
So
that.
you get maximum like carnage in your face.
Exactly. I like when my neck hurts after movies.
I like when I need to go to the chiropractor and he's like,
Yeah.
"What'd you do?" And I'm like, "Went and sat in the front row of a
Watch
movie."
Zombieland.
Christopher.
I'll probably see it the same way I saw the first one, which was just recommended by a friend. Then we sat down, smoked a bowl, and watched it. And that's probably how I'll do this one if it's good. If anyone does
In
recommend
theater
it
or
to
like
me.
video like on at home?
Just
or
at
theater?
home, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't remember what we would have watched on. Probably not Netflix. Someone probably just. I think
Cable.
I
Torrent?
think- you know what?
Cable. We have mentioned this. Cable with commercials.
I think I have. I think I have it on Blu-ray. I think that's how I actually watched
Oh,
it. as well.
that makes sense.
If someone randomly gets me the second one on Blu-ray, like, where'd you find this?
PS3 Blu-ray.
Yeah. Download off the PSN.
I'm in between watching it on my MacBook versus watching it on a plane. Like that's where I would watch it. Like I wouldn't sit on the couch and plan a night around it, and I wouldn't like go to. I don't want to go to. I mean, if someone was like, "Hey, let's go," I'll go. But
I just asked you and you said yes.
I know. Just hang on here. Like what I'm about to say is, if someone asks me, I'll go, and I'm pointing out the fact that you've asked me, so I'll go.
But now he
like,
knows you don't really
Yeah.
want to go.
No, I
go by myself.
What I'm basing this on is if this was for me to see it myself, not with another person, right?
Yeah.
So would you, on the airplane, would you watch it knowing that you don't have enough time in the flight to finish it?
That's what I'm saying, right?
Okay.
Or like on my MacBook, like periodically, right? Not so much, but like because that's how I would watch it. But now I have a date, and me and Martin will go see it, and he'll remind me of how I would rather watch this on my.
You guys
MacBook.
have a lot to go
Second
see.
place date.
We do, yeah.
Like I remember you guys talking about going to see Top Gun
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say Top Gun.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
have many
Yeah,
a
lot.
date.
Hobbs and Shaw, Top
Top
Gun,
Gun.
and now
Zombieland.
we should
Yeah.
just start a whole separate episode,
List.
the two of us, about
Yeah.
the movies we went to go see.
All the
Sit in the car and review them.
all the sequels you guys watch.
Yeah, we're huge.
Let's go to the drive-in. Ooh.
Speaking of, I'm going tomorrow night to
Oh, neat.
Morden, Manitoba, which has the Stardust Drive-In,
Oh shit!
and I'm going to see MIB International on a drive-in screen.
Didn't even know they had a drive-in.
It's great. It's $8 a person, so it's like
That's
$16 for the two
Very
of us.
cheap.
Super cheap. It's more expensive to stay in Morden after we get drunk than it is to actually go have a night in Morden. But the Winkler Harvest Festival's on, and Winkler Morden's like a fucking frisbee throwaway.
Same town,
right? Just throw an apple and a piece of corn, and you'll hit something. And
We just lost all our followers.
well, we keep getting them back from Utah. So yeah, thanks, Utah.
Shout out Utah.
Anyways, yes, so we're going to the drive-in tomorrow night. It's I suggested to anybody who lives in Winnipeg that listens to this to go to the fucking drive-in.
How often do they go through the movies?
Once
Once a week?
Yes, once a week, week and a half. Like
Depending what it is.
yeah, they'll have like a Wednesday show and a Friday, Saturday, Sunday show. Or Friday, Saturday, Sunday airs one movie. Wednesdays one movie. Long weekends are triple features. They did.
Whoa.
They
I don't know
did.
if I want to
Hang
sit in
on.
my car for like
Well,
6 hours.
guys, here's the thing. You don't. You throw the speakers to the back, you pull some lawn chairs out, pop your trunk, and listen to it on your radio.
Well, that just defeats the whole purpose of the drive.
Why? How does that not defeat? That defeats no purpose.
I just might as well put my TV up to the window and sit out in my lawn.
Okay, well, I mean, you like what you like, but I mean, I think I win compared to your window TV, but that's just me personally.
I want to do movies in the park. I got to do that one day.
Yeah, I never go because it's free.
Yeah,
And it's good movies.
Yeah.
I think next week is Wreck-It Ralph Wrecks the Internet.
August 16th.
I couldn't get through that.
And then this week is How to Train Your Dragon.
And August
Tonight.
16th is
The third one?
I think the second one.
Avengers
Also
Endgame.
Ooh.
At the Lyric in Assiniboine Park
Oh.
is where Avengers Endgame is going to be.
When's this?
August 16th.
It's my birthday.
Fuck, go do that.
Birthday plan.
I'm going.
I'll
to
pay for
Tom.
you to go
I'm
do
going
that.
to Tom
It's free.
Segura. So
Oh, yeah, I got invited to that too.
Tommy
I have to-
Buns.
Yeah, that'll be a good show.
hopefully.
Wear your jeans high and tight.
Before we get into the debate portion, I'll let you guys. Martin, do you have any shows or anything you have going on with comedy that you want to
Just
take a break and talk
kind
about?
of good to come to Wee Johnny's on Wednesday and Handsome Daughter Thursday.
Cool.
There's always something going on there, so comedy-wise.
Yeah, and like cheap 25-cent
Chicken wings
finger.
at Wee Johnny's.
Chicken
yeah.
fingers.
Chicken fingers, yes. Sorry, chicken fingers.
I spent $15 on those once. Man, could I
They're
not
so
walk.
good.
They're so fucking good.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're a good price too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
25 cents?
Can't go wrong. Jimmy, you got any shows or anything you want to mention about comedy before we get into it?
I do things. Come to comedy at the Merch in Selkirk every Tuesday. We do shows every week at 8. We got Jason Allen coming out, a comedian from Hamilton. He's very funny. Just did JFL 42. I'll be opening for him.
Sweet.
That's on September 18th. And I will be doing Gaffers in Lockport on September 13th with Milan Horansky and Braden Solberg. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What is
Awesome.
Gaffer? Is that a club? Like a comedy club?
It's like a restaurant bar. We're
Oh,
doing it
nice.
in the basement where they hold like local music.
Pull that
events and
microphone
stuff.
to your mouth when you're.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, when you face him, you turn your mouth away and we can't hear you.
Fine.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Anyways,
so,
so
it's your
Gaffers.
come to
First time
Gaffers.
using a
Yeah,
microphone?
September 13th.
Yeah, Jesus. Have you not done
You
stand-up
guys
before?
told me this guy goes on stage with a microphone in his face.
Well,
He
I
does.
don't put it directly in my mouth.
He's also the same guy that used to like talk to the wall sometimes because he would turn around.
It's about
But that-
making eye
those-
contact.
Those were just
I think I
the
saw you
interview.
do a set like that once.
yeah,
I think I was
facing the other way.
just not interacting with the crowd at all. I think
That sounds about right.
At Wee Johnny's, you would sometimes turn to the wall with the mirror, and I feel like you were just like looking at yourself at that moment.
He's
just
looking at
like-
other people looking at him
Yeah.
through
he's
the
doing like
mirror.
the Christian Bale fuck scene
Yeah.
while he's
Yeah.
on stage.
Why
It
does
never
Jimmy have
goes
a
well enough for
Why
me
does
to
Jimmy
do
have
that.
a boner when he's looking at himself on stage?
Why does he
This
wear
is weird.
sweats?
I'm American
Or Spanx?
Psycho.
Why is Jimmy wearing Spanx?
Jimmy wearing Spanx.
Hey,
Oh.
Christopher, you got any shows you want to drop?
When's this air? Monday, Tuesday?
This is going to air this Monday.
Okay. So I've already done a couple of shows by the time this airs, so that's cool. But yeah, catch me at Wee Johnny's on the 23rd. Just a basic kind of stand-up show, but I'm also in Rumors, Funniest Person with a Day Job finals, which is on August 27th.
Yeah, I have that in my calendar. You
Yeah. So I'm in that. That's the finals. I got another little garage show going on the 30th.
Ooh, the French one.
Yeah. No, not the French one.
Oh.
That one's gotten pushed back.
Oh.
This was just a straight up show again.
Oh.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
So I got a nice busy,
Ha, ha, ha.
busy August.
Cool. Where's that ha 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 from? That rings a bell.
Just
Ha, ha, ha.
life.
No, it's from a movie.
Normal things.
I think that's the Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's Dennis Nedry.
He just You
It's-
yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
it's the same inflection that he was
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, and it's Dennis Nedry doing his Dogson. Dogson. We got Dogson here.
Is it dog shit? Dodson. Dodson. His name is Dodson.
It's Farvo.
What'd you call him? Dog shit?
Dog shit. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, is that dog shit? Like, yeah. It's a running joke. Mike doesn't know how to pronounce last names
Yeah.
or names in general.
I have two issues, Jimmy. I can't figure out what order we all go in each week.
Okay.
So I start with Martin, and then I just panic because I can't turn right. I'm like, it's reverse Zoolander syndrome. And I also mispronounce everything.
Oh,
So-
he also doesn't know what an inch is. He thinks like I'm extending my arms all the way. He thinks that's an inch.
It very
I
well
don't
could be.
Hang on, no, I don't think in terms of the standard male inch. Okay, like I don't think the fucking fish you caught is an inch. All right. Anyways, let's move on to the best part of the show. Let's do the debate.
Yay.
I don't even need to put a little
don't.
soundbite in here. I can
I could
just-
do it different every week.
That's perfect.
Debate.
So we decided to start Actually, let's talk about the premise here. Martin, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to try to do this properly this time. The premise of this argument today is we decided to take one actor and look at a group of their characters that they've played over time, and if you could form the best tag team wrestling or tag team, I guess would be the
Tag team.
There we go. Thank you.
Just a tag team.
Yeah, just to form the best wrestling tag team. Who would you pick and why? And the premise of the argument is we all are in a four corners match.
Four-way rumble.
Four-way rumble. So you have to argue why you pick these characters and what makes them such a great tag team, what have you. Am I right, Martin?
Yep.
Fuck yes.
I
feel so good about that.
I just had fun coming up with like the moves that they would do.
That's what I thought.
That's
too.
where I
Like,
fucking stalled. I couldn't.
walk-in music. That was
Yeah,
that was my
mine.
main thing.
That's my
Fuck
argument.
sweet.
I
Yes.
don't really have backstory or anything.
No,
like
there's no-
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, there's no point. Everyone knows the backstory from
Yeah.
what we're picking.
Yeah.
So Martin, we decided to pick you first. You drew shortest straw.
Yeah. Oh, also the I guess the point of this isn't winning the match. It's just who is the coolest.
Yes, yeah. Like
Team.
we're not waiting for a pinfall here.
Yeah. No.
You know, but
Although I do know who would win.
Oh, yeah.
Based off my selection.
based off what I picked, I know who would win.
Yeah.
So Martin, feel free to. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let's get the timer on the clock here.
Timer on the clock.
Yeah, there's. I was waiting for some tunage. Okay, all right.
The timer on the clock.
Timer on the
Brought to you by Heinz Mayo Chip.
I have that in my fridge right now.
Oh, can I try some?
You can.
Okay.
Totally.
What is it?
Just like on
Mayo
nothing.
chip.
Yeah,
What-
just
what
a
is
dab
that?
in my
Mayo
Maybe a
chip. There's
dab of mayo
mayonnaise and ketchup in the
Yeah.
same bottle.
Finally
What?
together.
Finally, how
Has that
long?
never
Now
been a
I-
thing?
Now I don't have to do it myself.
Yeah. Now it's just one squeeze
In
instead of.
Seinfeld, wasn't it ketchup and mustard in the same bottle?
I'm not
Is that
sure
what they
about-
said?
I can't. I don't
You know how they
understand that one.
have peanut butter and jam in the same bottle? What about ketchup and mustard?
With peanut butter and
Jam in the same bottle.
I don't know about that.
I feel
Or
like
jelly.
peanut
It may have been jelly. Peanut butter and jelly in the same bottle.
Peanut butter and jelly in the same bottle with two different spouts, so it comes out.
No, this was mixed. Like it came, it like swirled up, and you saw a swirl of peanut butter and a swirl of.
That's definitely not something you can get in
Yeah.
Canada. That's America.
Yeah.
Sorry, America.
I remember
but
that
that's what
growing
you
up.
do.
I was like, that was this is cool.
in family size.
Yeah. Just for the like the moms on the go, they just want to make. You don't have to get two jars, just one jar. Boom, 10 kids. There you go. Get out.
For the mom on the go,
Yeah.
peanut jelly. Anyways, Martin, you have the floor. I will get you up here for 10 minutes. And go.
Cool. The actor I chose was Jack Black. The characters I chose was Jeff Fats Portnoy from Tropic Thunder and Poe from Kung Fu Panda. Managed by Slaps the Dummy from Goosebumps, also played by Jack Black.
Hit it. Get ready to feel the thunder. Come at it with crazy feet. What you gonna do about crazy feet? I'm a blur.
You never seen bear style.
Yeah, baby, come on. It's a little tasty.
Fucking nothing, man. It's I'm eating jelly beans.
Oh, I love jelly beans. Can I please?
No, you can't have any fucking jelly beans.
Oh shit!
Boom.
Wow.
Okay.
You
Boom.
went
No one
meta.
said we couldn't have managers.
Yeah, you
Nobody
told me
said.
that you had another thing up your sleeve.
There
and
we go.
I think we loosely talked at him.
So the
It's funny
inspiration
because I
for
wasn't
this.
made aware of this, but that's okay. I can come up with something here.
So
I'm just messing
the
with you, buddy.
inspiration like for this this duo is based on my favorite wrestling tag team as a kid was the Bushwhackers. You know what I mean? Like I like them because they're not gonna win any titles, but they're funny and they're entertaining to watch. They make you laugh when you see them. You just have a
They
good time seeing
lick
them,
you.
right?
They
I know.
lick you.
That's what I said. Who doesn't like seeing Butch or Luke lick people's faces? You know what I mean? Just like legit lick people's faces. And the reason why I chose Slaps the Dummy as the manager because it was based off two of my favorite managers in wrestling growing up. Was Paul Bear and Jimmy Hart, which is like the creepy, shady.
Oh, it feels like a
character.
combo
Yeah,
of
that's what
them.
it is, and that's Slaps the Dummy. He's a creepy,
Oh.
shady character. Have you guys seen remember the Goosebumps with the dummy?
Yeah, yeah. No,
That's
I know you're
that-
talking about
yeah.
it. I just
Yeah.
haven't seen that movie yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
I read
it
the
on
books.
I
so
saw it on a
got all
plane. So just talk
Was
about
that good of
Poe
a movie?
really quickly. Like he's a martial arts master, immune to most forms of physical attacks. Can use his weight to intimidate foes by sitting on them. This was actually on his Wikipedia page.
Okay,
More on
Wikipedia
sitting.
we're referencing.
Yeah, more on sitting on them later. He can harness chi. I'm gonna bring that back up. He can harness chi to enhance physical attributes. heal himself or others, and he has enhanced speed, strength, and agility. On to Jeff Fats Portnoy. He's going to be wearing that black and red shirt that he, at the end, when he gets captured, he like gets it from the local, one of the local people. You know,
I
that,
know
like the shirt with like, it looks like a skirt.
Yeah.
He wears that.
Well, that's definitely medicine, guys.
Jeff Fats Portnoy also addicted to heroin. Some people might say that this is a negative, but it can be a positive in this case. Because when he's fiending, he'll pretty much do whatever it takes to get it. More on that later. And he's got that what I like to call heron strength. You know what I mean? Like when he just grabs that kid and just busts him through like the wall and just falls down.
More on your heroin argument later. Go on.
His secret ability that most people should know about is his farts. It's a good distraction because when he farts, you can't help but laugh, and when they get distracted, that's when he pounces. So for this thing, I don't know if you guys saw Kung Fu Panda, but there's a scene there where the teacher uses food to unlock Poe's fighting ability. Well, Slaps the Dummy will do that, but he has like a slingshot, and he'll shoot small bits of food at the opponent so that Poe like gets it and just, you know what I mean? He fights better that way.
That sounds like cheating.
That's what I mean, but that's still
like
there's no one said you couldn't do that, and we all know there's cheating in wrestling. But
I'm saying you can't do that.
Well, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
I'm gonna fight you for that.
He'll also do this with Jeff Fats Portnoy, but he won't be shooting food. He'll be shooting small, tiny bags of heroin at the opponent that sticks. Which Jeff Portnoy calls jelly beans, so I'll be calling that jelly beans from now on. So we'll try to get the jelly beans from this dude, but it won't be like a huge bump. It'll just be like just enough that it doesn't really get him high, but he keeps wanting more. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So you're gonna make them addicted to heroin?
He's already addicted to heroin.
Oh, I thought this was a move he was doing to someone else.
No. The Slaps a Dummy because Jeff Fats Portnoy is a heroin addict, right?
Oh, so
Slaps a Dummy is shooting it at the opponent so that he tries to grab it,
enticing him.
So he'll do anything to get it, and when he sees it on the opponent, he's gonna just rage and just use that heroin strength to just take that heroin from the opponent.
That sounds like a very expensive move.
No one said there's a cost on it.
I don't know the price on
heroin.
heroin.
No one said there's a cost on it.
But every match, okay.
Yeah, no one. We never involved cost.
Oh,
we
WWE's $1 billion.
We try, Jimmy.
Good.
We try to like obviously debate this once he's done, but it's way too hard.
Yeah, we've gone off the rails
when they're going at it.
We're going. So I'm almost done actually. Tag team moves. I came up with two.
Oh boy!
It's called the Fats Po' Boy Sandwich. So it's when what'll happen is the Kung Fu Panda or Po will be in one of the corners, and Jeff Portnoy will like throw the dude into that corner that he's in, and then Po will bear him, and then Portnoy will run, and it'll form a sandwich, a Fats Po' Boy sandwich.
I like that.
That's
right?
Okay, yeah. It's like Typhoon and Earthquake when they used to like. One would go into the buckle, and then the other one would put the guy in between him, and then
sandwich
the guy. I like that. That's
so bring in the other move. This is their finisher move. It's called the Portnoy Panda Power Bottoms. So basically, the guy he's on the ground. He's like basically out of it, and what'll happen is the panda will jump off the top rope first, butt first, like hitting the butt into the opponent, like sitting on him, and then Portnoy will come up, do the same thing, but then he'll fart afterwards. So it'll give it that just that extra that's gross. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's called the Fats Portnoy. That one wasn't as good as the first one, but you know that's the finishing move.
It's like a rusty trombone.
Got to put the farts into it. Maybe give him pink eye. I don't know. Hopefully. And the walkout song, I thought this was the best part. My favorite part is their walkout song. It's Destiny's Child, Bootylicious. I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Okay.
All right. There's some play there.
Was that song in Kung Fu Panda at all?
No. I don't think so. I don't remember.
It was in the trailer.
You just came up with it.
I just came up with it. I thought that was just a cool thing because like I don't think you're ready for like they're both obviously like chubby guys and the jelly, you know. So I just thought it was a cool.
Well, you should have had Megan Trainor's all about the bass.
All about the bass.
That's a crowd hyper too.
You know what? Yeah. Destiny's Child's Bootylicious. Come on now.
Okay,
that's
right.
a classic.
Can you hear me back there in the '90s?
That's the classic track. That's Beyonce at her finest.
Are we doing Attitude Era?
Yeah. Anyways, that's all I had for the argument.
Jimmy, we're always doing Attitude
Sick.
Era. Okay.
That's what I had. That's what
I
brought today.
We're doing Stone Cold beer truck, spraying Vince McMahon down in the fucking ring. 97 through like what, 2008?
Oh, that's 2008's way too far.
Oh, so you're going like 2003 to 2006 with your...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Back to Martin and tearing him out. I want
Right.
to talk to you about heroin.
Cool. I don't have a problem.
No. I know you don't have a problem.
But if you guys have any,
yeah.
Yeah. If you
Listen,
guys have any, I'll
listen,
go to the bathroom.
if you could just tell me how much it costs.
I don't.
Neither do I.
But there's like
Pull-
here we never incorporated I like Slappy slaps the dummy, whatever. Whoever's managing them could be a billionaire.
No.
And could just be
I'm
throwing
not-
money at this.
How does a
not-
puppet
I'm-
make money?
and not just,
Just
money.
Someone's got his
In
hand.
this universe, he's making money. He's making money.
It's the hand up his ass that's making the money.
No, I don't know
Puppet's
how much
just
heroin
along
costs. What
with
is it like? It's probably, I'm assuming it's like what for a gram, like $80.
My argument.
You could throw any number out, and I'm like, sure, I guess.
know.
I don't know.
My argument does not come in the cost of the heroin.
Okay.
My argument comes in: have you ever seen what happens to somebody who uses heroin? They usually
Yeah, but
fall
see,
the
that's
fuck
that's.
asleep.
But here, that's what I said. I said he doesn't give him a lot to affect, but gives
Oh.
him. Did you listen to me argue at all or no?
Yeah, no, I did. But you're talking
Jesus
about
Christ, Mike.
microdosing.
You want to
heroin?
replay the tape on that? Yeah, microdosing heroin. You give him just enough that it doesn't really affect him, but he keeps feeding for more.
Okay.
You know what I
But
mean?
But then
That's-
it's gonna affect him.
Yeah, like
He just
2 or
gonna
3
get
matches
more.
later, it's gonna not be enough.
but
The match
it's
is going
one
for like
rum- it's
10,
one-
15 minutes.
Oh no,
it's
this is
one
a
match.
no, this is a rumble. It's going to be
Yeah.
about a 20, 25 minute.
yeah,
match.
that's-
this is not quick.
Yeah, but that's I'm not gonna be. He's not gonna be shooting like 20 bags of heroin, just like few. He
Also,
doesn't-
also,
Very fun.
You know what
is
I
this,
mean?
3 bags
is this
of
a
heroin.
rubber band, Nerf gun,
slingshot,
just throwing?
slingshot.
The puppet is
Yeah,
operating the
slingshot.
slingshot.
Yeah.
Like I didn't attack that, but I did.
Just like, is there a person controlling the puppet?
No, the puppet's
it's
alive.
A
Have you
sentient
seen the-
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I'm
alive.
just
Yeah.
making sure.
My point
The
is,
puppet's
Martin,
alive, yeah.
I know I heard you. Yes, little micro amounts of heroin. I'm just saying you're playing with heroin. So like,
But that's the character. You know what I mean?
no, I know.
that's-
I know it's a
I
character.
don't understand what you're trying to argue.
I'm arguing that eventually.
I don't advocate drug use, but I'm just saying like this is what this character would do.
That's not what I'm arguing. I'm arguing the simple fact that.
So I'm playing with heroin.
You-
Okay,
no,
so then
no,
what are you saying?
Look, stop. Listen. What I'm saying is fictitiously,
Okay.
you're throwing these little amounts of heroin. Eventually, Portnoy is going to be too hard to handle in this long-term match to like keep
20
him
minutes?
going.
I told you I'm not throwing 60 bags of heroin. Like maybe three little
just
microdoses.
enjoy hearing him argue.
Scoring it out.
Understand.
I just love you arguing.
I
No,
know.
I'm only
It's
throwing
only
4
a
bags
little.
of
Yeah,
heroin.
it's not that much.
It's kind of like
it's not that much.
It's kind of like in intermission at a boxing match or whatever in between.
Yeah.
right. He sits down and the water bottle squirts in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's kind of this.
Like
Yeah.
the ring girl
Squirt-
heroin. Is it-
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not drowning
squirting
him in heroin. Like, you know, in the thing where he goes, like, I'm not like putting heroin.
I know
into
you're
him.
not. I'm just
No.
playing along with your arguments.
So
No,
look, we all agree Poe is the ultimate opponent. Nobody has
Poe,
a problem with Poe,
No.
but if he
Yeah.
gets into the how do you stop Poe from getting into the heroin? That is a bear. Can't control him.
Like I said, we're not bringing piles of heroin. We're probably maybe
He's never
bringing
done
3 or 4
heroin.
bags.
I
like-
imagine Poe has never done heroin before. So
I
if he
didn't
gets
see-
into that even the smallest
he might have
amount-
done like opium.
He might have. Opium was big in China,
Yeah.
so I mean that's where it comes from.
Okay.
You know, maybe he's immune to it. He
I'm
probably
just-
channel his
I'm
chi.
fine.
Hey, you know what? Also, Poe has that fast healing, so he can probably just heal himself to get sober. He can channel his chi to heal himself. So
You got me there.
That's definitely not time. Keep going.
I did not.
Okay.
I did not know that fact about Poe.
Does
no
he have
one
a
listen
healing
to me
factor?
argue. Yeah, he can heal
I haven't.
himself.
I haven't seen. I think I saw a little bit of the first one, but I haven't seen
Okay.
the trilogy.
Yeah, he can harness his chi to heal himself and others. So if Portnoy gets hurt, he could heal Portnoy too, and slaps a dummy. But yeah,
Why is he healing slaps?
Well,
I don't know
Sometimes
if he wants
they do
to. If he
manager
needs
crash.
to. I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
just-
if the manager gets hit with a chair or something, you know what I mean, like a flying chair.
He's on his deathbed.
Yeah.
Like, I got you, coach.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
This dummy has feelings.
Well, it's alive.
Yeah, it's alive.
But it also has
It's a
some-
troublemaker.
It's got some weird like drug pushing going on. I don't know if I support.
Let me just say this. I'm
Especially,
not gonna,
especially in wrestling,
I'm
when they're
not
already
gonna say
when they're
this.
already dealing with steroids and Chris Benoit.
The WWE wouldn't put up with this.
I'm just
No.
gonna say this.
I don't know.
I'm not
Vince
the only
McMahon-
character who has heavy drug use in this argument. So if you're bringing it up,
Hey,
it's gonna be brought
hey,
up during
listen,
all yours.
I am totally 100% on board with you arguing as using
And also,
heroin.
Mike, we never said Vince McMahon or any federation,
I
so
know.
it's just a 4-way rumble.
I-
like it's
I
just
know.
like an underground match.
I'm
the
totally,
outsiders.
I'm totally fine with the use of heroin. It's just fun to make fun of.
Yeah, I'm not. But it's just not. Like, you're not attacking like they're not making a good tag team. Like you're just attacking. Oh, heroin.
Oh, because
yeah.
they're a solid team.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're
Yeah,
not.
totally.
You're not bringing up any arguments that would tear down my team.
I just think it's questionable the way they fight.
They're two very different people.
That's how it is.
Okay, if
I
you
think they're
wanna-
a good team.
Yeah.
It's just like the heroin.
Let's-
Martin.
Yeah.
What did
That's what it
What did
is.
Vancouver do to you?
Everything.
What's going on down there?
It opened my
BC?
eyes to a new world.
Hanging out on Hastings and Van. Okay, I will totally give you. Yeah, like Poe has got all the athleticism in that scenario.
Yeah.
So
Designed to be a wrestler.
designed to be, it was kung fu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like kung
pretty
fu is
much.
in front of his in the title. So I have absolutely no faith, or I have all the faith. Sorry. I have all the faith in the fact that your team probably has a ton of athletic prowess making up for Portnoy. But Portnoy's just
Portnoy's just there for, like, you know what I mean? He's funny. He's just there for the comic relief and just the antics. But I mean,
Poe's only got so much chi.
They're definitely like a novelty.
yeah, that's what I
Yes,
said.
yeah,
See,
okay.
that's why,
All
like
right,
I
yeah.
said, they're
He
based
did
on
say
the
that.
Bushwhackers. When I chose this, I wanted a team that they're not going to win championships. I said that at the very beginning of my argument, but they're fun and entertaining to watch, and I would love to watch these two in a 4-way wrestling match, tag team, doing heroin,
All right.
all the heroin.
All right.
Just so much.
like the walkout music happens and Poe's in the ring, and then everybody's like, "Where the fuck is Portnoy?"
Got a spoon.
Spoon in the back.
Spoon in the back with the band still on. It's a fucking wrestling match, buddy.
That's why Slaps the Dummy is always the carrying. He's
Yeah.
always carrying just
Yeah.
so he can keep Portnoy on that leash.
Snaps.
If you
is,
want, if you
the-
want that.
Oh, it's like the Undertaker and Paul Bearer and his urn. Ah. Yeah, okay, we're doing a
You
wrestling
got
show,
it.
right?
You got
Yeah.
it. That's why I said Paul
I
Bear
caught up.
and Jimmy.
No, I
Hart.
caught up.
All right. Okay.
Ah.
I love you, Martin.
I do too. That was lovely. That was lovely just watching, like hearing people like try to tear it down. We're like, you're not giving me points to like backfire. You're just saying heroin. I'm like, yeah, but that's the character. That's what they do.
All right. Jim, no, we went to Chris.
Is it my
next.
turn?
Yeah. So,
Stanton.
yeah, a little.
All right. I
timer?
chose.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I chose Uma Thurman as my actor. And the characters I picked from her were the bride, Beatrice Kiddo from Kill
Here.
Bill.
Kill
Yep.
Bill.
And Mia Wallace from
Mrs.
Mrs.
Mia Wallace.
Mia Wallace.
from Pulp Fiction for those.
3 tomatoes are walking down the street. Papa tomato, mama tomato, and baby tomato. Baby tomato starts lagging behind, and Papa tomato gets really angry. Goes back and squishes him. Says, ketchup. Where's Bill? Where's Bill?
Please stop hitting me.
Where's Bill?
I don't know who Bill is.
Bullshit!
More heroin.
I know. Speaking
More
of
heroin.
heroin,
The main difference is it's not part of the fight. Besides one little thing, I got one little thing here.
It's just a small amount of heroin.
Just a
huh?
small amount.
just a little bit, just to get that nosebleed.
One scene of heroin.
So the tag team duo, they're called Fox Force 2.
Nice.
Instead of
Oh,
Fox
nice.
Force 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was like, I
Nice.
thought that would work. Their costume would be just what the bride wears, the Bruce Lee inspired yellow kind of jumpsuit. They would both have something similar. For moves, Mia, she would bring her signature puns whenever she would be like taking out an opponent, you know. And they'd always be those really corny ones like she brings in the movie, like
Ketchup. Yeah. I was gonna wait for you to say that. Yeah.
She would also sometimes, this was inspired by John Cena's like "You Can't See Me" motion. She would do her little square that she does in the diner. You know, does everyone know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Don't be
Yeah,
a-
she just
Don't be
don't be
square,
a. She
Daddy-o.
just does that and taunts them. And
Does
it was
it, like,
a rectangle
physically
though.
appear?
It looked
was
like
it a
more like
rectangle?
yeah,
Yeah,
but it's a
fine.
square. She
Yeah,
did square,
but
it
don't
looked
be a
like
square. Yeah,
rectangle.
no, don't be a rectangle.
Rectangle.
Like what?
Can you not
what
be an
is-
octagon?
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's hard to do.
Each one, yeah. Because she does it really well. Like in that movie, when she does the square, it lines up with the lines that show. It looks
Yeah.
really good. Anyways, that's a moot point.
Talk about the square.
Her main signature move would be the Jackrabbit Shuffle.
Yes, it would be.
I don't know what it consists of. Her dancing around the opponent, doing her little like snorkel dance or whatever it would have been, and I don't know, punch the gut or something.
Purely for show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is all just show. Well, she is. With the bride, though, the bride is obviously the bride
yeah.
to me is like your Poe.
Yeah.
That's the fighter, right? In this story, I've made it that she was a former MMA fighter, now turned pro wrestler.
Ooh, backstory.
Yeah. So I did have a little backstory because she does have martial arts training and everything, like hardcore training.
Pai Mei.
Yeah, exactly. Her signature move would be the 5-point palm heart exploding technique.
Of course.
It wouldn't actually kill the person, but that would be the move, and everyone would be like, "Oh shit, she did it!" And they'd walk 5 steps and then fall down and die. Right. Their duo move, because every tag team needs a duo move. I called it Quentin's Foot Fetish Frenzy, where they would just both expose their feet to their opponents. And their opponents would act, "Oh, we don't have a foot fetish, so
But we do, seriously.
this is weird."
What's going on?
Yeah.
Well done.
And of course, the cameras would have to do a very close-up shot of it, just like in all of Quentin's movies.
Right. Uma's
Same with
feet
Hollywood.
just
Hollywood
blend.
had it as well, and I was like, "God damn it, Quentin! We don't all share this feeling."
This is weird for us. It's not for you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in a room with 500 other people, and I don't.
Yeah, dude, internet it like a normal person. Don't put it on the screen.
I wanted to back up just a little bit. Their walk-up music. I don't know. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's the Pulp Fiction theme. Miseraloo. You know,
Yeah.
and they walk in. It was either that or that Woohoo song from Kill Bill,
Oh, I like that one.
or Verizon, or whatever the phone company that also had it at the time.
And would it be sung by like the Japanese band in that tea house?
Yeah. With Charlie Brown.
Charlie
and all
Brown,
that.
yeah.
Charlie Brown.
There'd be a little bit. They would interact with their fans. You know how the wrestlers would go in and they'll grab chairs and stuff, or whatever. Fans would give them crap. This would be the same thing. They'd hand them props basically. So the heroin aspect was they'd get a syringe and she could like use it or whatever, but not really. And the other one, the big one that would be given to the bride, would be the door that she uses to like break that guy's head when she comes out of the coma.
Oh, yeah,
They would just give him a big old
Just a big
door,
door.
and she'd slam it in the
She
guy's
brings
face.
like a door and frame into the
Yeah, and crushes them numerous times. It's a lot of work, but it looked fun, I guess. My main, because this is a whatever you want to call it, battle royale big match that we're all having.
Yeah.
It's a rumble.
I would say my team would probably win. Hear me out, because let me remind you that the bride took on the Crazy 88, which is just name only. But that was a lot of people she took on all by herself. And I feel like she could take on your junkie.
Just not the Panda though. The Panda.
You're fucked with
I
the
think.
Panda.
I think me and you and the Panda. I think that's
That's a tough one.
a tough one. That's the match. Like I know everyone else's picks. I think me and the Panda are. That's the rumble. Like that's gonna be the last two standing.
That would be, and then mine wins.
No, mine wins. Mine wins.
It would be like your Poe to
None of your physical hits can hurt my
She would
Panda.
just chomp your head off. Because
You
she also
can
has a
bring a
sword now.
sword?
Yeah, she has a sword now.
We did- you know what?
The crowd
I
gave
did
it to
that.
her.
We did. We allowed.
No, but we never said that you could bring your weapons. But yeah, I didn't. know
The
that. Yeah.
crowd, just like the syringe
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
door,
yeah.
the crowd would give her
Yeah.
Katana.
her
The
legendary
katana's a pretty
samurai
good
sword,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not about winning.
But I made it about winning.
Yeah.
Well, we got style up there.
Guys,
Hoo-ha.
I could win. Just hear me out. I get a sword.
Yeah.
I can kill you.
Okay.
The one thing that I wanted to see from this, because I know you picked what you like, I know who you picked, and I wanted to see from Mrs. Mew. I wanted to see her in her outfit, and I think a cool move that you could have picked was
Which
like
characters or Mia?
Mia Wallace.
Mhm.
Move that you did was, you know how like I liked how you brought the syringe, but if she injects the actual adrenaline shot in her heart,
gives her, like,
then
a-
she becomes like a
Yeah, see, that's
superpower
a
and she
good
starts
point.
running, and then she starts.
I was gonna
She
write that down,
becomes
but I
a
didn't.
fighter. She becomes a fighter now, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. That's like kind of their secret ace in the.
To be fair, in the movie when that happens, she's just kind of sits there and
But
thinks someone
she-
says shit, and then she just slowly walks up to the door.
She was dead, but
Like,
yeah.
hey, let's never talk about this. And then she tells the pun.
Because what is it in? It wasn't like in that movie. Yeah, that was she was. But in what was the Get Him to the Greek? Remember when he gets hit with the adrenaline heart, or the adrenaline in the heart, and he just
No, I
starts
don't-
running everywhere. He's like, "Oh, I'm alive!" And he just starts like he hits Puff Daddy, and like you know what I mean. Like he just
Was he Puff Daddy in that movie?
Puff Daddy was in that movie. Yeah.
No, but was he?
No, no,
He
no.
was
P.
an
Diddy.
agent.
He was an agent, but Thing hits.
No,
what's
but
his
what
name?
was his name? Was it Puff Daddy or P. Diddy?
Oh no,
or
it's still
Diddy?
Puff Daddy. He was no, it wasn't. He was an agent.
He was
an
Diddy at the.
agent.
Was he?
No, he was just a regular agent.
He's
He wasn't
asking
Puff
what his
Daddy.
name was at the time.
No, he wasn't. Diddy? Was it Diddy?
I think
I
it
don't
was
know.
Diddy.
That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't know.
Does anybody know?
I don't ask questions I know the answer to usually.
I don't know.
We'll find that out another day. Jimmy. Sorry.
Huh?
Well, What, Jimmy? What do you want to? What's your opinion?
What
on
am I?
Yeah. What?
I have one question. Is she bringing the door down and the frame with her on the entrance? So it's like, oh, she's bringing the door. You know, she's eventually gonna.
The crowd has it.
So they like use the door so a lot of the crowd bring their own doors.
It's like she gets knocked out at one point, and then it cuts to her, and she's, what is she doing with it? And she takes the door out of the stand somehow.
Or like under the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ring would probably be a better example.
Yeah.
Or
I
better.
I don't know about their teamwork.
It's a hard setup too.
It's really just the bride running around doing all this.
She's killing people with a sword.
Yeah,
and
once again, Mia's
in a
the
wrestling
distraction.
match.
She's the distraction with her shuffling and dancing.
But she could be so much
and
more.
her doing heroin.
Yeah.
She could be so much more.
Why is everyone's other tag team partner just addicted to heroin? Why?
Or any drug use.
Mine's not, but we'll wait till we get there.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. Well, okay.
We'll see.
I will twist it so it is.
Also, by one thing, another thing too is like I wanted more, like I wanted like actual like wrestling moves. Like I felt like the bride was just a distraction. I like the foot thing, but there wasn't actually any wrestling moves that you could do.
Well, I wanted to come up with new moves.
No, but like an actual, a wrestling move, like an actual that incorporates wrestling into it. I get the distraction stuff, but I was just like, oh, I would put some.
Well, the five
He's
palm point finger death punch, that's a move.
Like I was, yeah.
She does it.
Yeah.
It hurts their chest for a second.
I was thinking more of like the
They're like,
unique
I have to.
unique
play
to the
dead.
tag team is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
something that the tag team would do. Like an actual,
you're talking about a shared.
because you know how
signature.
every tag team has their
Well, that's
signature
why-
tag team move that they use to finish off an opponent, right? That's what I was hoping.
This
for.
would be with the feet, right? They would bring the opponent would be on their last legs,
but would they be?
and then they just show them their feet, and they're like, ah.
Yeah, because you know what? Who was it that used to do that? I think it was like the Macho Man, Sensational Sherry, Hulk Hogan era, where like Sherry would come up and plead with Macho, and that would distract him, right? So like the love of the love of her husband, like brought her
Miss Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth, not Sensational Sherry. You're right. But what you're saying, I think, Chris, is it's like as soon as they pull their feet out, the other team's just like.
It's over. It's
right,
over.
like it's like they're hypnotized by the Uma feet.
Wouldn't you be?
Unless
Quentin is.
all the opponents were Quentin Tarantino, I don't think anyone would be hypnotized by that. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
And they'd have to say something
Just gonna
like,
throw that out there. Yeah.
like wiggle your big toe
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, right. She gets the microphone and she's like, wiggle this big toe. Yeah, and just makes the other.
And they're walking off.
But they didn't even win the match yet. They just left.
She killed that guy.
Well,
That's it.
There's the time. Well, I haven't really, but I'll give you a quick jab here too. The greatest thing about me, I just feel that she got into the heroin. Then we're back to the heroin.
But see, there's no heroin being used. She's not.
That's what she
well,
tells you.
She might be using it before, and I can't control that. We don't have a manager.
Yeah, we all left our managers at home.
When you mentioned the manager, I was sitting here thinking like, "Fuck, who would I even have?"
Boom.
And I was like whoever she was in Gattaca,
Uma Thurman Gattaca.
or super ex-girlfriend with Luke.
It could be.
God,
Oh, you could have picked.
Wilson.
What was that? The British spy team. What was that?
Mob Squad.
No, the British spy team. There's two of them. It was
The Avengers.
Girl. Yeah, the Avengers.
yes,
Avengers. She
yeah,
was in the
she was in
98
the front
Avengers.
98 event. Yeah,
Yeah, but I didn't think about coaches or anything like that.
can you do?
I like the combination thereof, but I'm with Martin here. Where like the moves are lacking, right? Like I want.
It's all in the name.
It's
a
a
lot.
I do like the
it
team
is.
name.
a
I
show.
do. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
only where it is.
We
It's
have
all
a
in the name.
lot of Instagram followers.
So for presentation, awesome. But like technique,
Like showmanship. There's
Yeah, I like it.
Where you're all the bushwhackers, which is completely what I see when you mention Portnoy and Poe. Like that is a perfect resemblance. But like I feel like you're the like first match of a pay-per-view with your tag team, where it's like it's all about the showmanship, which
Hey,
is not bad, but
we're on the pay-per-views.
yeah, you're
Pay-per-view
headlining.
We're
You
on
guys
the,
are
We're on the
headliners.
title card, so
Headlining.
you
That's
say it like a
pay-per-view money.
bad thing.
Okay, well let's move on here and see what else we have. Jimmy,
Oh,
I know I
God.
told you were going third, but you're gonna go last because I'm gonna get up here.
Oh, he
So
pulled an audible.
I
Last
pulled-
minute audible.
I pulled a last minute audible. So I decided, like thinking tag team, I think tables, ladders, and chairs. When I think tag team, like there's a lot of different matches to pull from. You get the bushwhackers, which are like brute force. and you got Mia and the Bride, which I think might be the Rockers or something along those lines, right? Like,
Sure, I'm not.
Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. That's what I think of when, like, if we're doing the wrestling comparison and the style and everything. So I was thinking of the Hardy Boys when I was doing mine, which is why I picked Tyler Durden from Fight Club and Mickey from Snatch.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Dear what, about how you saw it? Now look, I've helped as much as I'm gonna help. You still got a car. I suggest you use it for you're not welcome anymore. I think you should fuck off now, but you still got the legs to carry you.
Because when I look at both of those guys, there's first thing I thought of was athletic prowess, lightness, right? If you want a great tag team, you got two guys who can throw each other around the ring, and they're both like what, $160, soaking wet, right? They got those shirtless scenes where like after Mickey knocks out the
All right, we get it. Your characters are shredded. Move
Yeah.
on.
They're sexy as fuck. I know.
They're good-looking
But-
dudes,
yeah,
Mike.
but
We
so
get it.
was-
I've seen the movies.
but that's part of the showmanship. That's the sexiness of Shawn Michaels as the Heartbreak Kid as opposed to the rocker Shawn Michaels, right? So that's what I was kind of thinking. So they would definitely be like a high-flying act for sure. So I was kind of thinking signature moves versus combined moves when it came to the move department. And I mean, they do fall a little short, but I figured part of Mickey being brought into the ring is all of the other Pikeys would be carrying him on like a makeshift caravan down the aisle.
So like a Winnebago?
Like, yeah, like
Isn't that heavy? How many pikeys do you have?
And extremely large.
Yeah.
well, like
Can't fit in the MTS.
No. How are you gonna put that
listen,
in there?
they got a fucking beer truck in an arena once on an attitude night. Jimmy, help me out here. So I'm
Don't help him out. Don't help him out.
This tiny little caravan would be brought to the ring. So when it was time for Mickey's signature move, he would go outside of the ring and everybody would put him inside of it, and they'd hoist it up, and he'd just come down with like a strong punch right to the face, like a flying one punch right down, right? And then the Fight Club one, I really couldn't come up with anything else but Tyler Durden pulling out a giant container of soup and pissing in it and then pouring it all over you in the middle of the fucking ring.
All right, then urine. You're
so-
ragging me on heroin.
Yeah.
You're having urine in there?
That's-
Like, that's just...
How many? Like,
Jesus.
Does he fill it up during the match?
Listen.
I don't think I don't... What?
I thought you were going somewhere with
Who
soap.
has time to piss?
Soap.
Yeah,
might have
soap,
been-
the lye, the bombs.
There
right?
definitely
The glycerin.
It did come up. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about a move where you wash your mouth out, right? Like he brings out a bar of Durden soap and
Well, what about the acid?
the lie.
Ooh.
When he dumps it on his hand.
I
Whatever
was,
that was.
I was still within the confines of a wrestling match. Like I know you bring a sword to a wrestling match.
It's not. It's like it's still a
Because I like the
rough
know,
confines
I know.
of the character.
I know.
Yeah.
So
And you're bringing soup for Christ's sake.
Yeah,
so-
I mean, like, why did we pissing in it?
It's hot.
Yeah.
Wait, are you pissing it in the middle of the match? Because people
Yeah.
don't have time to piss in soup in a wrestling match.
well, hey, come on. You've seen some matches where like the guy's on the ground for an
yeah,
extended period
I can
of
picture
time.
it. I can
All
picture
right.
it happening.
Right. So like,
So he just rolls over, brings the soup out from under the ring, and just starts pissing in it.
yes.
I don't know if the censors would like it.
No, okay, hang on. It's not a mid-ring piss shot. Okay, like
Let's
This
face
is
it,
all
Chris. The
pre-
censors aren't liking anything in this match at
It's-
all.
it's you know what, he may have not pissed in it during the match, but he definitely we assume he pissed in it before. So it's part of that scene where Norton is narrating
Oh,
to
this
the
is gonna be
audience,
gross.
and he's like, "Don't ask what Tyler put in the lobster bisque,"
Whoa,
right? Like,
well,
that's-
wait now. Why is Norton in this?
No, Norton's not in this. What I'm saying is
Oh,
that's where I'm
okay.
deriving my move from.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
have a manager. Don't worry.
Okay, because I was like, Norton is not Brad Pitt.
He's exactly as much as he is in the movie.
Yeah.
Yes,
no.
yeah, no, I didn't. I totally get what you're doing there. And so there's their separate moves. The combined move is just the two of them off the caravan with a one punch. Like the punch is very signature in both. Like they both have a one hit knockout. So I'm counting on a very serious hit to the head to be the end result and a walkout, right? Because there's some strength.
Can I just
Chris,
say
you have
something right
you have
before-
something?
Yeah, totally.
Had you said hit him in the ear,
Yeah, that was way better.
you would have probably gotten my vote. just
punches
from-
someone in the ear?
Fuck it. See,
I was sitting here. I was like, say it.
Say it.
here. Nope. You said head.
I gotta do.
I'm
this.
not saying you don't not
No,
have my vote. I'm just saying that was a guarantee.
No,
you
you're
got
just
it.
making me realize that there's certain parts that I
I know. I always do this with yours. And it's fine.
No, it's great.
Well, you said last episode that you were like, I was,
Yeah,
a
I
little
was
disappointed.
disappointed.
So I'm like, I'm gonna feed Chris
Yeah,
fucking.
now I
I'm
like
gonna
this one more.
feed him like t-ball pitches here, and he's just gonna enjoy it. So to style, both of them have a very eclectic sense of style. Tyler Durden's wearing like fur jackets with tight leather pants, and he's walking around with his shirt off. Like there's a very distinct style to him, and Mickey's like
kind of almost looks like a wrestler already.
He already has a very like Matt Hardy look to him, and then you throw on the leather fedora with Mickey and like the almost Value Village Johnny Knoxville style, like walking out, track pants, right? Like they look really good.
We get it. Your characters are good looking. You've said that already.
Yeah, we know what Brad Pitt looks like.
Brad Pitt,
he's
gets
famous
into the ring
because of this.
I have a question, Mike. So is Tyler Durden real, or because like you know what I mean? Is he's a fictician of someone's imagination?
What happens when the audience realizes
that
he's not real?
There. Yeah, it's just Mickey,
and it's just Mickey just fighting with himself. Well, it's not a tag team anymore.
It's just a one-man show.
Well, yes, okay. I do have to acknowledge the fact that Tyler Durden is a fictitious character inside of a movie, which is also fictitious. That being said, Mickey is like Poe and is like the bride, where he will make up. Like I have two guys I feel who are of equal strength, equal size, equal measure, where Martin and Chris, you both have great teams to look at them, but you've got a ringer. You've got an anchor pulling you down, right?
That's how tag teams are, though. Tag teams usually have one stronger one than the other.
I would say like your Durden is the anchor.
He is. Yeah.
Really?
I think you'd bring it down a bit.
I think who
knows what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
that's what I love about him.
But I don't know if the audience likes. I don't know if
management while Mickey's getting pinned, Durden's pissing in soup.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's not even helping anybody. Yeah,
no.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah, and then like Mickey comes in the ring and lights the caravan on fire in memory of his dead mother. Like it gets really deep and dark really quickly. Hang on,
this is never gonna get televised. This match at all. We're only 3 quarters through, and it's.
I think this duo would be better fitted for MMA. Oh, because they just go hardcore, right?
Yeah,
and they're just
look at the
shredded.
Right.
Fight Club.
Like look at those Fight Club. Like look at the fights they have in the movie. It's basically just an MMA.
Hey,
I think this duo would be better suited for the Sherbrooke when they have amateur wrestling.
Yeah,
Chris, you're not supposed to talk about Fight Club. I wanted to see if if I could somehow work that into his ring theatrics, where like he's on the microphone and he like drops it and someone says Fight Club and then he just punches the shit out of them and kicks everybody from Project Mayhem comes running in the ring and creates a circle and it's like 2 men enter, 1 man leaves, right? Like that was rolling around in my mind.
I feel like Tyler Durden would spend a lot of the time kicking his own ass.
That's what I mean, too. Yeah.
But no one would see it.
Yeah, exactly.
It would just be in Mickey's mind.
Mickey's just getting mad.
Yeah. It's in Mickey's own mind.
Yeah.
This is infuriating.
Their walkout music was obviously a combination of like any David Fincher soundtrack, but it's the title.
So just either Chemical Brothers or
9 Inch Nails.
Yeah,
pretty much. But it's like the opening title track to Fight Club, right? And then exactly.
It's going up the gun.
Yeah. And then the opening title track from Snatch too. Like that was kind of. I didn't want to stray too far from that because I was like, what would these guys walk out to? And it's like both soundtracks are pretty fucking awesome.
And their outro music would have to be "Where Is My Mind" by the Pixies.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking
as their opponents are falling.
Yeah, and they'd have like you say like there's
however it goes.
I feel like you're reversing it.
Where is my mind? Feel free to take a stab at me, anybody.
We were.
We were.
Is that not what we were doing?
Yeah, we were doing that.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah.
During the thing.
I like doing it.
Felt
during,
like I was
fun.
a little busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The during is like shut the fuck up. I got points to make here.
Yeah.
You got to machine gun him out. Machine gun him out as fast as you can, so no one has.
I just don't want to. I don't want to forget my point, right?
Yeah.
Totally. I understand. It. We should have like the conch. Pass around the room. You have the conch. You may speak now.
Well, this Foy Rumble is turning real Lords of the Fly right now. You know what I mean? Like it's just turning into like piss now. There's swords. Like oh man.
But I really do stand
copious amounts of heroin.
Yeah. Drugs.
I do
doors.
My two major doors. Pussy wagons.
Goddamn.
Fucking feet.
I did originally think that they could have driven up in the pussy wagon. I'm like, I don't know if they'd want to do that.
No, I don't think
I scrapped that idea.
Well, and like I was thinking too, like these guys would do very well in like a pin anywhere hardcore match. Ooh. You know, like I feel that like both of them.
Sorry, wait, you're saying Mickey would do well in a pin and because like
Tyler Durden does not
Durden's
exist.
not real.
Mickey,
He doesn't
Mickey and his
exist.
imaginary friend.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I see what you mean though, using the whole arena to their environment.
Yeah. Like that's what they're street fighters, right?
Exactly.
They're not, and that plays to your point, Chris, where they're like, yes, MMA would be perfect for these guys because you
there's
stand
no
up and,
duos in MMA.
No.
Thing.
Oh no, there are like the
Have
Russian
you seen
league, man. The
the
Russian league.
5-on-5 Russian.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
They're crazy.
You
I've
guys
never
got to
seen
check
that.
that out.
5-on-5 MMA. Like ring's huge and just 5 Russian dudes or 10 total.
Yeah.
going at it.
God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
2 teams of 5 or
Yeah, two
three?
teams of 5.
Yep.
Okay.
And then when one goes down,
there-
they get double teamed. And
Is
it's
there like
oh,
friendly
dude.
fire in that by accident? Like you just
There
punch one of your
can't
own.
not be. There can't not be.
Yeah.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
it, right? You know. it's-
And can you double team? Like,
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
can be
yeah,
3-on-1, 2-on-1, whatever.
yeah.
5-on-1.
That's a thing, man. Look it up later.
How would it be? 5 on? What are the other 4 teammates are like?
Just get their ass kicked.
No, if they
Oh,
if they
okay.
get beat, they submit
And
or they
you're
get
the-
knocked out.
You're
Then
the last guy
dude.
against 5. Like I'm done.
getting kicked. Like you're just laying on the ground taking
Yeah.
kicks at that point.
I don't think you could give up in Russia. I don't think they allow that. You just gotta fight.
if you
gotta
run
fight.
away, they kill you.
Yeah.
It sounds like a scene from Best of the Best, like a deleted scene from
Tommy,
that.
no.
All right, now we move on to Jimmy, to our first timer.
Before we get into Jimmy, I just want to say the guy he replaced today, Mark, has messaged his baseball team won.
Oh, sweet!
Ooh.
Hey,
23-6. So I don't know if he even needed to take off. I don't know how much of a factor he played in that. If he got all 23 runs.
did anybody check mark on how good the other team was at all before?
Yeah.
Like,
Didn't he say this was playoffs?
Should
Yeah.
have given me stats, Mark. You
Are
should have
you,
given me
were you
stats.
are you in first place, Mark? Is that like you could have missed that game from that?
Were you
That's
the
okay.
only team
Everyone
in
makes the
league?
playoffs, and that team now goes to B side of the playoffs.
Oh, round robin, love those.
We all go to Pizza Hut and get oranges after. Oh, good.
All right, well, Jimmy, let's take a stab at it. Who'd you bring to the debate today?
Okay, I went fun. I did. I picked Michael Cera from Youth in Revolt, where he plays Nick Twisp, but he also has their manager, who will be Francois Dillinger.
Officer Westcott.
Hey, asshole, it's me.
Nick, you little shit. You know you're going to jail, right?
Thanks, fucko. I'm calling to make it easy for you. I'll be at Hazel Park in 1 hour. Round up your donut dipping friends. I'm turning myself in. Fuck you.
Who is only in his head. He's like his more confident persona.
Yeah, his alter ego.
He has a
And I would
mustache.
a mustache.
I would say it's not like Tyler Durden because he's just like I don't know, WWE's done this kind of thing before where they had R-Truth, who had an imaginary friend who came down to the ring and was his tag team partner. So I wouldn't say it's too far out of reach for this to be even just his manager.
You get minus points for not knowing that.
Yeah,
for
you should've known that.
yours.
Well, wait a second here. I stopped watching wrestling a long time ago, so my current understanding of wrestling.
Still, you should have done your research. There you go, Jimmy. You have the floor.
Jimmy knew.
Jimmy, thanks. You're never fucking coming back. Go.
Okay.
Zip it, Jimmy Skinner.
You said you were gonna fuck up. What are you doing?
Fuck up real good. Yeah, so I think he could be an excellent manager. I think he's the right guy to boost Nick Twist his confidence. I think he's basically just playing Michael Cera in that movie. Like, he's pretty much just playing himself. He's a very, very, he has no confidence, basically. So I think Francois Dillinger, his more confident persona, can really bring him up in the ring and really hype him up and get him going, much like a Jimmy Hart. Someone
there
to
you go.
scream
Yeah.
at you when you're down.
You're a hype man.
And the other Michael Cera I picked is Michael Cera as himself, and This Is the End.
Hey, does this Coke smell funny? Oh, fuck, Michael. Fuck, no, that's fucking expensive shit, motherfucker. Fuck, dude. I've never fucking done cocaine, dude. What is the fucking...
I love that. That's
Now we switch to more opiates.
But not heroin, cocaine.
cocaine.
It's a hell of a drug.
That yay.
Yeah,
But
I think.
he plays like a exaggerated version.
Oh, yeah,
of
totally.
himself, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
He's
think
more
they're-
crass.
I think a lot of tag teams do like the odd couple thing in WWE where one guy's just way too over the top and crazy and the other guy's just trying to keep it like light. Like I remember there was a tag team called Festus and Jesse, and Festus was just like he's the big dumb hillbilly guy and Jesse's like his handler, but every time the bell would ring, Festus would just lose his mind and start kicking the crap out of everybody. So I think a nice
Even friendly fire.
Oh yeah, if you got in his way, it was over. But I think Michael Cera, and I'll just call him Michael Cera and refer to him
Sure.
as
Yeah. No.
this is the end one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the right amount of crazy to really help Nick in the ring. And even if he doesn't tag Nick Twisp at all, I feel like Michael Cera could definitely win this match just based on pure energy alone. I think they would enter to... it would mostly just be Michael Cera entering first because Nick is not confident enough. He's still waiting in the locker room. They would enter to Craig Robinson's "Take Your Panties Off," but like an EDM version, like something a little up and get the crowd moving. Yeah, so
a remix version.
Yeah, exactly.
That is definitely going to be on like Jezebel or Salon.com the next morning. That's not gonna fly.
I'm sure there has to be remix versions of that song for sure. That would definitely be their entrance music.
Love that movie though. Good movie.
So good.
Moves?
Yeah.
He's got moves like Jagger.
Michael Cera's secret move, he would do the Mr. Fuji with the cocaine where he would turn and then blow it into your face.
Whoa, drug use in this
It's
one
not
too?
real cocaine. Like whatever Mr. Fuji was blowing at the opponent. I don't know what it was. It was
Salt?
always like a green dust.
Was it?
Yeah, it was very strange. But whatever that was,
Green
but just
colored
white.
cocaine?
Probably.
It was St.
Probably.
St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day.
Irish cocaine.
It's just food dye. It's all right.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're
It's just food dye and cocaine. It's not. That's not.
Yeah, it's not any worse for you.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
They're definitely the team that you love to hate. Like they're much like an Edge and Randy Orton.
Yep.
But
Now you're speaking my language.
yeah, like a rated RKO kind of thing where you don't want to like them, but they're just so entertaining that you have to.
It'd be good to party with.
Yeah, exactly. Once Nick gets his confidence by the end of the movie, he's definitely more fun to party with. But Francois brings that out.
Are we seeing in this fight? Is it the end
I
of the movie?
think
or
as
is
the
he
match
still struggling?
progresses, he gets more confident.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, like
Wardrobe
Francois
change.
starts to come out. Like he, they definitely roll down to the ring in a car, like a convertible car, like Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero. But the car is on fire and there is no one in it. Like Francois has set the car ablaze and pushed it down the ramp on its own. They were just trying
With
to
Nick in
park.
the trunk.
Nick has to be in the match. He competes. I definitely don't think he starts the match. That's for sure. He definitely stands on the apron. He stands on the apron and waits to be tagged. I think his secret move would be Nick Twisp. That is. Yeah, go ahead.
No.
That's the 5-minute signal.
Oh, okay, sick. I thought you were. I have a question.
Yeah,
I thought you were just being polite.
Yes, you in the back.
Nick's secret move would definitely be just getting a boner at the most inappropriate time in the match. I
thought I fucked up with pissing in the soup.
I don't know if you could be in the. You can't bring the bride and
This is starting to get some seriously rated R shit here.
Well, have you guys seen New Japan Pro Wrestling? I think it was in that, but there was a move where one wrestler went up to the other and just grabbed him by the junk and like did a twist, and the other wrestler like sold it, right? Like he did a full flip and just landed on his back. So I imagine it would.
Can you imagine Michael Cera doing that to somebody?
Yeah,
I don't
and
think
actually
the dude can,
flipping them?
Yeah.
I think the dude can lift like 50 pounds.
Isn't he 100
You
pounds?
know what I mean?
In like what universe?
Well,
Yeah.
in the WWE, the other wrestler sells it to make you look jacked.
This is
But
true.
this isn't the
Okay.
W. I guess so, but it
It
isn't
is.
the
We
W.
true. We did not
Sure.
establish
But-
that.
They really got to sell it because
Yes.
he's not helping that at
My
all.
guys ain't buying. My guys ain't buying what you're
Yeah,
selling.
I'm imagining Michael Cera trying to pick up Jack Black, which I never
Fair.
saw year one, so maybe that did happen. In
Could
that.
be.
I think they could. They would work a lot of tag team moves. I think their finishing tag team move would just be like the 3D diving headbutt into the groin. Have you guys seen that? You guys remember
Yeah,
3D
yeah,
Devon,
yeah. Oh,
Bubba
yeah,
Ray?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be their closer. I have no reason or anything.
Those
to
are always
base it
funny
on.
when you see someone get hit in the
Yeah.
balls. It's always a good laugh.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
that's why the inappropriate boner is a good laugh.
I'm not saying I won't laugh at it. It makes me laugh. but I
Is it a
just-
good laugh? When was the last time you laughed at an inappropriate boner in real life?
Oh, he's got him in a sleeper.
Oh, shit, there it is.
I would laugh. I
like,
saw
Dude
it
on the
anyway.
bus has a boner.
Okay, so
Nobody talks to the guy with the inappropriate boner.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman has him in a
Everyone-
sleeper hold, right?
Oh my
Okay.
God! Now I'm
So
gonna
now
see
this is sexual harassment.
Yeah. Now this is a boner that was never
This
there
is-
before.
Yeah.
He's 17. He has hormones and shit, Chris. Okay, he's going through a lot of problems.
No, that's understandable. It's still unacceptable. Doesn't make it better.
No.
He's 17.
I
Let him
think
be.
this is the boys thing all over again with Jimmy. He's a young boy.
Boys with the boys,
Brought
with
it
their
back.
boners running around.
I would argue
okay
that
to-
the bride would be nice enough to him.
She'd slam it
to
in the
just-
door.
to like help out.
Well, no, it's like, oh, she would tell.
Slam
Yeah.
the dick in the door and just it's game over for your character.
I'm digging a hole, aren't I?
Yeah.
God damn it.
You really are.
That boner comes out. She
Yeah.
turns around.
Well, it
she
doesn't
goes and
come
grabs the
out.
door.
She has a
She's
katana. I mean, she has a katana. Like it's a protrusion. You just fucking slice.
God damn it.
I don't like that my wrestlers are being attacked in this scenario.
As the
No,
only
your
female-
wrestlers are being used to attack him
Yeah.
as wrestlers.
Yeah.
That's
You're
what it
actually
is.
on the pro
You're
here.
on the pro, not the con.
Mine aren't really like an offensive wrestling duo. They're
no, they're not.
they're. I would call them
They're
the
both-
heel.
they're both.
They fight dirty. I don't
They
know.
fight with
They-
boners.
I
Of
think
course
we
they
need-
fight
yeah.
dirty.
with boners.
They lose
yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah, they lose very
but they're
often.
entertaining.
And if it came down to it, I think they could steal a championship just based off their cheating alone.
I think your wrestlers remind me of also my favorite single, like tag, but single wrestler is like the Brooklyn Brawler. Like he's never not gonna win, but he's there,
He's
just
there.
because to entertain, and you know what I mean. Like that's what I envision with these two.
That's the heel, right? Like,
Yeah.
not bad enough to be not liked, but definitely not
Yeah.
good enough to go over.
What was your name? Sorry,
Oh shit.
I don't think it was a requirement.
Yeah,
There's not a
it-
requirement.
It was just
You had
curious
one,
if
yeah.
you had one.
Let's say they're one of those tag teams that was formed by accident, like they
This is a
needed another
terrible
tag
name.
team. No, they just needed another tag team, so they threw them together. They liked their chemistry, so they're like, you know what, we're keeping you together, but we don't have a name for you yet. So the name is pending. Yes, Martin.
I just have 1 minute.
Oh, I thought you had an idea for the name.
I was gonna give him the light, but
Right?
I'm like,
I thought
I
you-
didn't want to give him the light
you were
here.
like-
No one else gets the light. You would only
Red
one usually
Rum.
get the light.
Red
but
Rum, that's
yeah,
what
just
I
1
was
minute. Anyways,
We do a lot of just inaudible hand movements.
Yes. We should really videotape this. This would bring the whole room. It's like a rug. It would bring the whole room together.
Okay, so would you guys like to shit on me for a while?
I think we did.
Yeah,
We
cool,
were
cool,
doing
cool.
that a
Yeah,
bit.
please.
Doing
Yeah.
that. Really, all I'm envisioning is just two Michael Cera's
It's pretty much how it is.
from Arrested Development, just standing in the ring, and people are questioning why they're there.
Having questionable boners,
Yeah.
inappropriate boners.
And maybe he's not around to help out.
You're
so.
just mad. You're mad because Michael Cera is getting his ass eaten in the locker room.
I thought you would have had the something with like cheating with maybe because they're questionable characters. I thought you would have had something with what is that, the fruit punch that he drinks, that that Capri Sun, the juice
Want
box,
some?
and then maybe it's like there's steroids in it or something that helps him like get stronger or something.
It's Viagra.
was
and how to
hoping
get a boner.
more-
Or Viagra, more Viagra, chopped up Viagra. and then just
Oh,
gets
That's
it.
why he gets the boner.
There it is.
You know he gets the Capri Sun on the first try too, like when he's puncturing a hole.
Oh, yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
confident he is.
Yeah.
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 Shouldn't that happen at the end of the match though, when he's built his confidence up?
Yeah.
Like they're walking
and
up
one
the ramp.
and one and
Because
one.
at the beginning he should like be struggling with it, but then when he wins,
Got it.
once.
Yeah.
But they never win, so we never.
Then he
see
just
that.
puts his foot on top of Poe.
Oh, yeah,
We've been
there's no
attacking way too
actual-
much bride over here, and he just drinks the Capri Sun.
Thank you for thinking that they could pin Poe.
You're welcome.
Don't think that's a reality.
Yeah,
but
they,
sure.
No,
they couldn't, but
They couldn't, but yeah.
I'm just picturing like
Maybe they could pin imaginary Tyler Durden. I don't know.
I like I do like the footstep. Chris Jericho used to do that.
right, like
Winnipeg
just, yeah,
Zone.
Yeah, Winnipeg's.
Yeah, right on Jericho.
He's a Red River graduate of the
That's
Creative
right.
Communications program. That would have been a fun class. to
Yeah,
be
he
in.
used to do the foot stomp and then he'd flex on them while he was. Yeah, that was his pinning style.
You do my paper.
They'd usually kick out.
Chris Stanton, you
was
look
weird.
like you had something to say.
I
Yeah.
just I only saw this as the end once. How does Cera die? Does he get like a?
In a
He-
really good way.
That actually helps me. I would say.
Oh, it helps.
He can take the best bumps. Like just you can throw him off the top
Wait,
rope
like,
through
like
the
cocaine
announcer
bumps,
table.
or
What
are
kind
you
of
talking
bumps
about
are we-
cocaine bumps? or
Am
something?
I?
Double
It's a
entendre.
wrestling term, Martin. Okay. I think
But didn't he get like a?
lamp or like a street light right through the chest. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
he was still alive and he answered his phone after it happened. So his pain tolerance through the roof. I imagine he'd be like a
He
Mick
was coked
Foley
out. He was
type.
coked out.
Cocaine.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
anybody on
He
that
felt
much.
so comfortably numb.
He's going to be like a Mick Foley type where you can just throw him off the steel cage and he'll get right back up and let you do it again.
and
As long as he has cocaine within reach, he'll do it.
Yes.
and instead of a sock, he has a boner.
That's right.
Oh my God.
The sock's on the boner.
The sock is for later for the boner. You know what I mean? Like he's a teenager, right? So that's what they jerk into.
I'm gonna be honest. This is a tough one to pick this week.
It is hard.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's a really hard one.
Oh, not because they're all great ideas.
No, it's hard just because like, there's a lot of hard ones here.
Each one of us, I feel, has a very large con that it's hard to get over. But
Well,
see.
we all brought like
Seems
hardcore
to be drug abuse.
Yeah, drug abuse was the big factor in this
And then
one.
not existing.
Non-existent drug abuse, but I make up for it in like ultra violence, right? Like,
Well, so does Stanton with the bride.
With the bride, yeah. Well, I feel her kung fu background keeps her very centered, right? Like she's not going into the ring like Mickey would. Like if I can, you know. Like
would that be the same for Poe then?
Poe's very zen.
Poe's very zen too. I feel that both of them would.
That's why you have the balance. You have the crazy one,
yeah.
and then the one who's like, chill.
That's what I went with.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I went with too.
And I
think in a way, all of us had that sort of dynamic.
That's what I liked about it. Everyone had
kind
that.
of the crazy one,
Yeah,
or the strong one, and
it's a natural
the
thing.
sidekick.
Yeah,
basically.
there was one like exactly you said, strong and a sidekick. That's what it was.
And I think that was unintentional for all our parts that we did that.
Yeah.
Well, it was for me. So
I wasn't trying to play along.
Yeah, I just thought Bushwhacker is cool and. That's it. No.
Every time you kept talking Michael Cera, I was like, "There's always money in the banana stand."
That's right.
So if this doesn't work out for him, giving boners to people in the ring, there's always money in the banana stand.
They entered a big yellow joint now.
See, Scott Pilgrim, I think would have been a good.
I thought that was too easy.
I told him that the other day too.
But
I like his
you
pick.
can't listen to him if he's telling you it's too easy. That's
He
what
doesn't
you're
want
taking
you-
on.
No, I didn't say too easy. I said
Oh.
Scott Pilgrim was a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was too easy. I said Scott
Yeah.
Pilgrim. And
I
he said it was
mentioned
too
to
easy.
you Sausage Party just as a laugh because it would have been funny seeing because he's like the little nub hot dog too. Isn't he?
That would have been
That would be the
with
sidekick.
boners. That would have been just two
That's
sidekicks.
the boner. That's the boner.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
the boner.
his nub of a sausage.
A
in his
sentient
pants.
hot dog.
Yeah.
I got a sentient puppet.
Yeah.
So,
True. Ugh.
Yeah. Hot dog puppet. I don't know.
Okay, well let's bring it in for the vote. I was thinking we can go back to the old way where we take a picture of each other or write it down on our phone, but why not just on the count of 3 we all point at who we vote for?
Ooh.
I like doing the phone.
You like doing the
Yeah.
phone? Okay, let's go back to the phone. All right.
Wait, what do we do?
So just write somewhere who you want to win, and then we're gonna go like 1, 2, 3, and we all show it.
Yep.
Oh God, I don't know.
Because I feel like the pointing, some people might be like, who's gonna point to that guy?
Okay, give me a second here. We need some time to think of Chris.
Yeah,
do you have any tunes you could kind of throw in the background here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Here. All right.
Today's letter was H
Oh,
for
fuck, hold
heroin.
on. There was a lot of drug use in this episode. I didn't expect to be that much, but when I saw all the characters, I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot of drug use in this. So many.
I would, what my characters didn't have in drug use, they definitely made up for in drinking. Like there was constant chugging and everything. All right, is everybody ready?
Nope.
Not
Okay.
yet. Hold on.
I am ready now.
As am I.
Jimmy, you ready? Martin?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, on the count of 3, we all turn our phone around. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
I went Michael Cera.
I went Martin
I
Navarro.
said Martin.
Portnoy and Poi.
Oh!
Martin with the sweep.
Martin with the swing.
Thank you.
I got a vote. I'm happy.
Wow, this feels lonely.
You got the cat with you though.
I do, yeah. Burger decided to come
Oh,
up.
he flinched when you touched him, though.
Yeah, this I posted a picture of him on the Instagram page today. But this cat here, Jimmy,
Yeah.
is 34 pounds.
I thought you were going to say
years,
years old.
yeah.
Yeah,
oh
that's what
my
I thought too. I was
God.
thinking
No,
years.
he's 5. He's a young-
Pounds.
Yeah, he's 35 pounds. He's 5 years old.
If he had like black stripes, it would be Garfield.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's as big as some of my friends' children.
Oh my God.
Just to give you a size comparison. And this is all he does.
I don't know
He
if that
just-
really helps me when I how big is a 34-pound kid?
Yeah,
Like,
okay,
is
bad
that-
reference.
Like
Yeah.
2 years old? Is that 2?
I don't know.
3?
I don't
How old
pick
is
up. I don't
Like,
pick
you'll
up
hear
many
some-
children.
Yeah.
it? Like what's an infant? 8 pounds when they
all
come
the
out?
boy talk, we really don't pick up that
Yeah.
many children.
Swear to God.
All right, Martin, why'd you pick what you picked? Because we all obviously know why we picked what we picked.
Are we doing this?
Yeah, let's go around the room and.
Like I said,
say
I
why.
liked the humor. That's what I liked about wrestling. Like that was my favorite part about the tag teams, and the people aren't gonna win, but the fact that they're entertaining to watch. I think the 2 Michael Ceras would be a hilarious thing to watch. Like they're not gonna win, they're gonna get beat up a lot, but it's gonna be fun to watch. And I like the antics of blowing the fake cocaine in people's faces. It's just funny. It makes me laugh. That's why I watched wrestling. Those are the kind of wrestlers that
Sure, yeah.
I loved growing up.
Jimmy?
Oh, think Martin touched on it pretty good. He's absolutely right. Like, it's the entire reason why I watched wrestling was just because it was so much fun and ridiculous and out of place, and that's why I picked Michael Cera twice. He's just so out of place, and it felt right.
And why did you pick Martin? What do you think? What was your reason for your vote?
Man, I feel like out of everyone, he picked the two that were most likely to work together.
Okay.
And just fight experience. Like, Portnoy had to have learned something training for this whole Vietnam movie, right? Yeah. Like, he had
some sort of stage combat, maybe, but not really.
Debatable. Let's say that he, all right, and I know it doesn't look it, but he would have had to get in some kind of shape to play this role, right? Like, he's running through the jungle every day. He's had to have done something. So I think athletic prowess, maybe Stanton's are a little bit higher, but I would say Poe Portnoy. Yeah. Hard to stop.
I like the visual that you kind of gave of the two of them. I could actually picture, because it's easy to picture Jack Black prancing around. That's kind of that's kind of the deciding factor between the Ceras. All I'm pitching is just two fucking Michael Ceras in the ring, and I'm like, why am I watching this? This sucks. Why is there a burning car? So that's why I chose Martin.
The burning car is the best.
You had me until you threw the burning car down the aisle. And yeah. I picked Portnoy and Poe because when I look at them, I'm like, like you said, it's a great balance. Like how you were trying to, you were looking at positives and negatives of both and filling in the gaps in between, as opposed to, I think all of us had, like, we went heavy on both, but didn't realize there would be a weakness. Like in actual theory, I'm only one person. That did not come across my plate as I was like, okay, fictitious character, that's what this is all about. But then I'm like, yeah, he really wasn't real even in the fake
hallucination.
movie. So,
Hallucination.
Definitely.
And that was the deciding factor of why I didn't choose you.
Sure.
The one guy
doing everything
isn't really there.
It'd be entertaining.
It's a funny concept. Yeah, it's funny.
Now, had I gone Edward Norton, Fight Club, and Edward Norton,
The Incredible Hulk.
That was my original choice before I did this. And I found the Hulk was too.
The Hulk would be too much. Another Ed Norton character.
You destroy everybody, and it's.
But even Michael Cera.
But I think American History X, Edward Norton, and Fight Club.
Well, I don't know if I want to bring Nazis into this. Yeah. Jesus.
Well, no,
it's a whole section of the crowd.
Yeah.
Well, no, his
Hey, it's hot right now, so he's onto something.
Being a Nazi.
Yeah. It's all the rage.
Alt-right.
Alt-right, delete. No, I looked at it as like he would look to the crowd for inspiration. He would be like, I'm a changed man. And then he would get the crowd on his side,
so
right? Like
Ed Norton at the end. Well,
but you
have to take off his shirt, and he still has those Nazi tattoos when he takes off his shirt. Is my point.
No matter how much you preach the good side.
I'm trying to think of a better Ed Norton character you could picture with. I like Ed Norton, Tyler Durden, because like that would be, like Chris said, he'd just be beating himself up. That would be entertaining to watch because he still has Tyler Durden.
And that would be the misdirection, right?
Yeah. But then who's another Ed Norton character?
But then I could argue Ed Norton like Jimmy did.
Is he in Pride and Prejudice?
He was a bagel in Sausage Party. There we go.
Oh, yeah, he was.
He was the bagel.
And I think he's in Isle of Dogs as well.
Yes, he is in Isle of Dogs, yeah.
I think he did one of the voices of the dogs.
After Moonlight Kingdom or Moonrise Kingdom?
Oh, the camp counselor dude in Moonrise Kingdom.
Yeah.
That one. And like Tyler Durden would have been good.
That would have... That kind of, very like rigid and oriented, right?
Has a plan, you know what I mean? Like he's probably strategized stuff.
He's got like a whiteboard at the back that he's drawn out the whole wrestling match before it even happens, and Edward Norton's like fucking punching himself in the face. So, anyways, I picked you because just because of your nice balance and entertainment factor. There's a lot of things. As much as I went at you about the heroin thing, which is
you went at it hard. I was like, Jesus.
Like my mother worked in methadone clinics, so I just know long-term heroin use is like.
We'd have to talk about that point, but otherwise, Martin had a pretty
exactly right. Like it was my only point, really.
Well, no, he's right. We did not argue against his team at all.
No. Because there was no solid.
And I told you this before. I am happy you didn't choose Nacho Libre.
Yeah, I thought that was way like Jimmy said, that would have been too easy. I'm like, I don't want to pick a wrestler. I want to pick.
He's already got his moves and everything.
I don't.
Right?
Yeah, that's
pick
why I was like
Stone Cold from The Condemned. Big John Cena from the Marine. Like, it'd be
Kane
what
from
fun is See No Evil?
See No Evil.
Oh, that is on Tubi.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
I don't want Tubi. This sounds
Batista
sort
from
of
the
garbage.
Avengers character and Batista from the hotel movie where he's a security, like a big security guard.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of brings us to the last little bit here, the cutting room floor stuff. Like, who did you pick before you settled on your? Because I was pretty quick with mine. I sent the message and was like, "Give me a minute, guys." Tyler Durden. And,
I was the first one to
Mickey.
put this in
in
our chat room, and I was like, I know what I want for sure.
Yeah,
This
you
is
know,
what I want.
I just like what I'm saying is when I really started to put thought into mine.
Like
you
other options?
Other options.
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Have you got your pick yet?" And I'm like, "No." Then I started working on it, and then it just was like there wasn't a lot of thought, right?
Yeah.
But so like, who did you have before?
Sorry, I go back to me. I'll
Go back
come
to you, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
you
yeah.
anybody off your?
Pretty much as soon as you messaged me, I was ready to go with Michael Cera. I just didn't know. Like, I had Nick Twisp in Youth in Revolt ready to go, but I couldn't think of another one. And then This Is the End just seems so perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I was skeptical. Like, I was a bit worried about just picking him as himself, but I think he's not really playing himself. So it was I picked Michael Cera pretty quick. There wasn't really another choice.
Yeah. What was yours?
So
Martin?
mine was Ben Stiller. I was gonna go with Mr. Fierce from Mystery Man and Tug Speedman from Tropic Thunder.
Oh, I love Mystery
So you were
Man.
picking someone from Tropic.
I love that
Yeah.
movie. It's just so fun. Like, I'm like, who could I pick from Tropic
You.
Thunder? And
Where's the best boy?
Yeah.
Where's the best boy? You punch him in the fucking head.
Or I was gonna go Jeffrey Rush from Mystery Men, Casanova Frankenstein, and Jeffrey Rush from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh. Okay. I had
Both two of my favorite. Like, Mystery Men and Tropic Thunder. Love both of those movies. So
they're great. Mystery Men was really one of the first superhero movies. As much as it's really
superhero ensemble movies.
yeah, right. Like way before not a good superhero movie. Don't get me.
It's a great superhero
It's a great
movie.
movie. It's so
and
funny.
It also gave us All Star by Smash Mouth. So.
Yeah. And it gave me my name on World of Warcraft, Captain Amazing. That was my World of Warcraft account name.
Did people know that? Did they get
No,
the
no one
reference?
got it.
They were just like, oh,
They're
this
just like,
guy's...
oh, this guy's amazing,
Yeah.
but he's also a captain.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're just letting
Now
all
I'm
your
just like,
squad die.
Yeah.
I
Somebody
had
get my name.
I had Tom Hardy. Have you guys ever seen Bronson?
No.
Yeah. Who's that? You, Chris?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was me.
Have you seen Bronson, Martin?
That would be a good pick.
What's his name?
So it's a biopic about the UK's worst prisoner.
Oh, I haven't seen it. No.
And he's just absolutely psychotic. Like he got into a fight, he beat up a bunch of guards, and then covered himself in oil. I think it was it oil in the movie?
Yeah, I think so.
It was oil, so that they couldn't grab him.
Oh.
So they came in to raid the cell after he kicked the shit out of a bunch of people, but he was untouchable. And it's his story of like going in and out of prisons over the years. He's one of the most captive people in UK. I was going to pick Bronson from that movie, and then I was going to pick Bane.
Scary.
That would have been a good match.
Because I just wanted to say, you were born in the darkness. I live in it. Or what's the line?
I don't remember.
Butchered it.
But
Yeah, I totally stepped on the line.
That's just
Halfway
not-
through the
And
line,
you
I'm
still
like,
got to say it, even though you didn't pick the characters. And you just
He got what he
massacred
wanted.
it.
The internet's gonna be
it's been a
up in arms on
fucking
that
long-
one.
Look
Hey.
what they did to my boy.
Look what they did to my beautiful boy.
it's been a long week, and this isn't my priority job. Fuck you all for my memory. Chris, did you have any other?
Like I said, I had kind of quickly gone with Norton, with the Hulk and Fight Club, but to me that was just like it's
kinda easy.
I don't want a superhero.
Yeah.
And then I only picked Uma because I saw Hollywood, and I was like, fuck, I gotta come up with this idea in like 3 days, and I just went. And that's right.
That's where you landed.
Because her daughter, who's in Stranger Things, and Ethan Hawke's daughter.
Because they were a thing at one
she
point.
was, she shows up in she's in Hollywood.
Ooh.
So who's their daughter is she part of the Manson?
Yeah, she's one of the Manson Flower Girls.
So was Kevin Smith's daughter
Yeah, I forgot that she was in that, and Bruce Willis's daughter.
and Rumor? Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Rumor.
there's
I think she was a Flower
no
Girl.
nepotism in Hollywood whatsoever.
No. But see, I feel like that was on purpose by Quentin, like kind of doing that, like, this is just what happens in Hollywood, like because it is called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and there's a
You're breaking the fourth wall. I get it.
there's a tidbit of information about Brad Pitt's character. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's revealed about 30 minutes in, and you're like, oh. Did that happen? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely, I don't want to ruin it for them because it is. I think what you're talking about is pivotal. So,
but it was very much like it kind of, to me, was like sort of real life where we hear about all this shit things that celebrities do, and we're just like, well,
Yeah, okay.
And then with Brad Pitt, I'm like, wow, I like the character. Did he do that? I don't.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Now I know exactly what you're talking about. It's why they don't allow him on set, right?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Yes, I know exactly which is what.
Go see the movie.
Yeah, go see the movie.
Because it's not revealed in the trailers. I don't think.
No. Not
Jimmy,
at
do you
all.
want to see it?
No.
Jimmy, do you wanna see it?
It's pivotal.
Stop setting up dates.
It's pivotal to his character, but it wasn't pivotal to the plot.
Yeah. Did you like how every time he had his shirt off, you got a little bit more? Did you notice that?
A little bit more what?
Okay, this isn't
Turned on.
Yeah, I'm very Brad Pitt focused today.
Yeah.
I get the pits on the front lobo.
Yeah.
He's gonna make some creamer later for some with the Brad Pitt movies.
Yeah.
Don't if he offers you coffee with cream, never take it.
Yeah, there is a
Never
running.
take it.
There's a running idea that I jizz into everybody's coffee.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like it's peeing in the soup. Mike jizzes in coffee.
Jimmy, look at me. It's not true, okay?
He is inaudibly nodding.
So what were you every time he took off his shirt?
Every time he took off his shirt, he had a new scar. Did you notice how they played into
no,
that?
I wasn't.
So
staring
like,
at his body
all right,
too much.
it's not ruining anything for anybody, but he's the stunt. He's
Like I did look.
No, I like
When
how
he's
you,
fixing
you
the-
looked at him like I wasn't staring at his body that much. Just like,
well, no,
Mike.
but like it was to me, it was obvious because every time they pulled focus on it, you like no matter what he was doing, they pulled focus on a different part of his body, and eventually throughout, it's kind of like
I guess I would have probably just assumed him being a stunt double. That's where he would have gotten.
Exactly, but you see a different scar every time his shirt is off.
Is that why you picked Brad Pitt? Because you just saw Once Upon a Time, you're like, oh fuck, I gotta pick
I
one.
think it was because it's so
we
frontal
had
lobe.
So fresh,
on
right?
that.
So
We had
fresh.
the exact
Yeah.
same kind of thing.
It just
Because you both picked like Tarantino characters, not
And
really,
we
but
both
like
saw the
people who saw
movie.
Tarantino.
that
movies
is
recently,
that's the subconscious playing tricks on us.
Could have gone with Leo. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, Shutter Island.
The beach,
And Jack.
the beach,
and The Departed.
Why is
No,
Jack?
no, Jack and Gilbert Grape or whatever.
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah,
You're going there?
That would have been.
The WWE has gone there.
Yes.
They have.
They have.
And I would say,
But they're
they've
very
probably
supportive
gone-
about
I
it.
would say
We
they've
all
probably
remember
gone
Eugene.
farther.
Yeah.
We all remember Eugene.
I think I even know Eugene.
Well, Doink Dink Blink and Wink too. They were very.
I thought they were just clowns.
Well, yeah, but they were small clowns, right? Like
Fair enough.
They still play. They play a nod to all the.
They've stopped doing that.
But no, yeah. So there's Brad Pitt takes his shirt off. There's a scar everywhere on him, which I thought was cool because it was a silent way of telling you how many times how much he owes DiCaprio, right? Like it's a silent way of saying like if he's a stuntman and he's covered in scars and he's always DiCaprio's stuntman, he takes a lot of punches for that guy, right? So it shows this like brotherhood there, and he'd turn his shoulder. I just thought it was Quentin Tarantino being funny because it reminded me of Brad Pitt always eating in the Ocean's movies. You know, like each scene he's eating something different. So each scene he gets a new scar. I just thought that was kind of like there was some duality there.
The movie was definitely more comedic than I'd say a lot of Quentin's other stuff.
Yes, very much. Like there was some.
And it's
laugh
like
out
dark
loud.
humor. But
Is that the
there's
most
still
comedic movie that he's done?
I would. Yeah, I would say so. Like all his movies do have that little bit of dark humor in it anyways. But this one definitely had like lines that were definitely like, oh yeah. That was...
Did they drop N-bombs for no reason in it?
I don't think they had one.
They didn't
because
have one.
Quentin isn't in this movie, so he didn't get to say it.
But it's also like Django and
fucking Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight are very around that time.
Western.
Yeah, but also Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction was not.
dropped it a
Yes.
bunch.
Okay.
What's the sign that he doesn't have in his front yard? Say it for us, Mike.
Yeah, on that note, it's been a fucking slice having you guys here again.
It's been good. I like this. This is probably one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I laughed a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark. I hope the win was enough.
Yeah, I hope the win was worth it.
Yeah, you said you really wanted to do this one, so I hope 23 home runs that you didn't hit.
Yeah. He said he got a triple, but
He
no
did.
home
I saw
runs.
it.
No home runs.
A long triple.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hesitated.
Which is weird because triples you can only go so far. So.
Yeah.
It's almost harder to hit a triple.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing to complete the cycle.
It is.
It is.
All right.
So this has been baseball talk.
Baseball talk
Stanton
with the
and
real
Skinner.
debaters.
Anyways,
Tune in next
so thank you to everybody for tuning in to another episode of The Real Debaters. I'm sure you've already figured out where we are. If you want to listen to us on another platform, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, and our website Podbean. If you check us out on Instagram, we are under The Real Debaters, as well as Twitter on The Real Debaters if you want to say
The Real Debaters podcast on Instagram.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, sorry. Too much fucking Insta everything.
It's okay.
Find us on Tubi.
Our new sponsor.
So yeah,
I
Real
feel like
Debaters.
is there green in the logo?
There is not.
I gotta look that up when I get home.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it after this.
I'm watching Alf. I'm gonna binge watch all of Alf.
How do you fucking Alf online?
They have all of Third Rock from the Sun. Like it's just.
I love that show.
Oh, that was so well written.
It is. There's a lot of crap.
Before we sign off, we don't usually talk news or anything like that, like movie news. But
Sure,
I don't know if any of you heard the rumor that Disney is planning on doing reimaginings for a lot of Fox properties. That
Okay, we're gonna go there. Yep, I put that on. I put that on
yes, that's-
Instagram.
yeah,
You know
I saw it
what?
from
Yeah,
you.
let's.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh yeah,
give that.
that's
yeah.
where I
Yeah.
got it from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's give that 5 minutes because I think you're totally right about that. Go on.
Yeah, have you heard this, Jimmy?
I don't think I have.
Okay, they got all the Fox properties, right? Disney bought them out, so now they're looking through their catalog. What are we gonna fucking massacre now? I guess the rumor, talks or whatever, is reimagining, not reboot, not remake.
Because they know the remake word is so harsh.
Yeah, reimagining Home Alone.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I saw you
commented
posted
on
about
that.
this today.
Yeah, you were on it
yeah.
too. Yeah.
And
Just a bad idea.
I'm not usually like with reboots.
That's
remakes.
not the House of Fraps I want to see. You know what I mean? I want to see your House of Fraps.
Yeah, like
Not
and
that one.
I don't know what their reimagining is like. I just don't know where they go with that because the whole premise is he's home alone, and that's it. And thieves show up usually.
Yeah.
I think even those DVD sequels, it was just thieves. It was French Stewart showed up. I think.
Imagine
in
if
the
they
third or fourth
rebooted Home Alone 3.
Just why not? They might.
It might as well be Home Alone 3.
It's such a. The movie Home Alone still holds up. It's a movie I
Yeah,
watch
it doesn't
every
need-
Christmas.
I love it.
I don't know, maybe about younger generations.
No, I do.
You watch
I watch it
You-
in the summer.
Yeah, it's just a solid movie. You can't. The shocked Macaulay Culkin face. Macaulay Culkin himself like rocketed to stardom at that time.
Well, I'm sure he'll be in it
Well,
somehow.
it's one of those films that it will never lose time because you don't need special effects in it, right?
Well,
It's
they're
just-
not making
see-
like
see this-
they're not making weird references
No,
to things or
no.
just
No, but the new one will, and it won't just have that charm. It won't have that John Hughes charm.
So did you be a kid on his cell phone all day? Is that what?
Nothing.
Exactly. How does Home Alone even work
Yeah.
in modern day?
It
He just-
doesn't
he
because
calls
he
911
Googles
with his cell phone.
everything.
You know what I
and,
mean?
and
what if they cut the power to the Wi-Fi?
And also, Macaulay Culkin already did, I think.
you think
faux
someone's going to cut the
commercial.
power? Yeah, you're okay.
So does he YouTube how to make traps online? He just YouTubes how to make a napalm.
But that's how they would make it because that's
He's
how
got
you.
to cut out LeBron in front of the window.
You dirty rat.
Yeah.
But like that's how they would pander to the millennial generation, right?
Yeah.
They would use YouTube, they would use Google, they would have all these product placements. There'd be a fucking MacBook involved, right? Like it would be so annoying because John Hughes has a touch.
Yeah.
It is, and it's unfucking touchable.
So,
like, can't you, as a fucking global conglomerate, just take a minute in the fucking conference room and go, leave well enough alone?
Well, and this is a
That's
slippery
3 fucks in one sentence.
This is a.
He means
it's also a slippery slope that if this is any sort of success, they're like, well, let's go through all of John.
I know
Hughes'
that's going to be
catalog.
so brutal.
Now we're just
I
gonna
don't
do all
want
of
Breakfast
them.
Club again.
No, you don't.
I
need
don't
it
want
again.
But
Pretty in Pink
I would
again?
say though, Breakfast Club, you could redo. You could, because let's be honest, the
It's a
original
moment in
cast,
time.
The,
It is.
the original cast is all just white kids.
Shout out Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah.
Shout out Judd
Right?
Nelson.
He could be. He could
Yeah.
play. He could be Vernon. He could be the principal.
Yeah, he could.
Right.
I think
You
he
like
even looks
very
a bit
similar.
like
Anthony Michael Hall and Michael Cera, kind of two of the same.
Anthony Michael Cera. Yeah,
Same thing.
it's just a weird combo.
Well, they both played the nerds in their respective
Yeah.
eras. Of,
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I
And
feel
hey,
they could.
he's Anthony Michael Hall's in Dark Knight.
Yeah, he is, isn't
He's
he?
the TV
It's
reporter.
in Freddy Got Fingered.
Is he?
Daddy
Yeah.
want some sausage? Daddy want some sausage?
I don't remember that movie at all.
Neither do I. I think
That's
I really
okay.
blocked it
So
out.
I just for the Home Alone, if they're how they're watching Angel with the 50 Souls, like are they gonna be? Is he gonna watch like Commando or Terminator? Is that the movie he's gonna be watching?
Well, they
Angel
invented
with
that
Phil-
movie
yeah,
before.
that's an
it.
event that they made that movie up for the.
Oh
for
no,
Home
that's what I mean. But like, are they gonna make like some sort of 80s movie as their
Oh,
thing?
yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
funny.
Well, no, because if they reimagine it, it's going to be reimagined in 2010, and it's going to be like a scene from Fast and Furious or
So a
something.
90s
right?
movie or
so
something?
dope.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Chris, did you catch up on any Fast and Furious in between now and last week's episode?
Oh, was I
Were we
supposed
supposed
to?
to
no,
do that?
no, you weren't.
Was that a
No,
promise I
but-
made
You
to
said you
guys?
were. You put it on the air. You're like, I'll watch some of that now. And I was like, all right.
You're like, I know more about the lore of Fast and Furious than I ever did.
I think I've seen most of them up till 5, and now it's like, oh, they're
yeah, it's just
tanks and stuff.
Yeah. It's a Michael Bay.
They
movie.
got a tank,
And like,
right? That's
I don't
the
know.
ludicrous.
I don't. Is Hobbs and Shaw this week?
it was out last weekend.
It was
it's already
playing
out.
It's already out. Yeah.
Oh, it was playing in Selkirk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
Everyone
number
wants
one
to
at
They're
the
in
box office.
Hobbs and yeah, well,
I missed that.
Maybe I didn't. I don't
Is
know.
it on its way to $1 billion? Because
Dear Lord.
Possibly.
I mentioned before, I was like, Could The Rock be in $2 billion movies this year with Jumanji as well?
Yeah.
Because the first one made it.
Man, that guy is man-made. It was like from all the muscles to the.
It's the charisma. It's all the charisma.
It is.
It's the fucking.
Because let's be
eyebrows.
honest, most of his movies are
The same?
forgettable garbage.
Yeah.
And he seems like such a nice guy. Like,
Yeah.
you know, his post on Instagram always works hard. Like, up
What's
at
not
6
to
a.m.
like?
Yeah, you can't not like him.
And like you can't catch him. I was actually gonna pick The Rock from The Rundown and The Rock from Jumanji 2 at one point.
So it's like the same
Yeah,
character.
it's the same character.
I just picked a wrestler,
Yeah.
by way of a movie, right?
That's the one
which is
thing
why
I'm
I stopped.
surprised.
Like,
None of
'cause
us picked actual wrestlers who are in movies.
Yeah,
at
right.
all. You know.
Well, it's because most of those movies are just so bad.
Yeah, I was gonna pick like Hulk Hogan from what was that one movie he did?
Rocky 3,
No, Rocky 3. And
wait,
then
the three
other one,
karate?
the beach one with the
Tropic Thunder,
not Tropic Thunder. It's called something Thunder.
Thunder of Paradise.
Thunder in Paradise, right?
Thunder
Is
in
it?
Paradise.
Thunder in Paradise. Hulk
Are you
Hogan.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know that
because
movie
Roddy
first of
Piper's
all?
in it, right?
He is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Roddy Piper's also in an episode of
Or I was gonna do Hogan in the porn.
The
and
Twilight
then
Zone, I think,
Thunder in
too.
Paradise. Hogan's porn.
He drops an N-bomb in that porn. It's very Tarantino-esque.
bringing it all back.
It's very avant-garde, as
Full
we
circle.
call it on the show. Jimmy Skinner.
You heard that episode,
did
Jimmy?
hear
Yeah, me and my Miss Yusuf. All right. Okay. So,
I just want to end on Hobbs
yeah.
and Shaw.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll crack $1 billion.
No?
No.
What's it at right now?
It's only at 247 worldwide.
they're in China right now to do the push too.
Here it
Oh,
goes.
it hasn't opened in China?
They're doing the push this
Oh
week.
shit!
Okay, so-
That's where it
doing
comes.
But for opening in the Fast and Furious franchise, it would fall like 5th. So domestically for
really?
opening. So North American audiences aren't on board.
Because I guess they like the whole family
Because
thing.
is this the 8th one or the 9th Fast and Furious?
47th, I believe.
Yeah. Because Furious 7 opened with 147 million domestically, and Hobbs and Shaw only opened with 60.
Oh wow!
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
big difference.
That's
so
Yeah, that's
it
huge.
might not hit $1 billion.
Yeah.
It'll do its job.
I didn't
It'll
even
pay
know.
for
I didn't even
itself.
know it was out. I knew it was coming out.
It's all it is it's just it's like a middle child to bring in
Yeah.
the next.
It is presents, right?
Presents totally. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming. Everybody knows where they can follow us. If you want to email us, it's thereeldebaters@gmail.com for an idea for a show. Martin, we're still working on the.
I think we have the next idea for the episode.
next idea for the episode, which was.
We're literally
party
doing this
one.
on Monday.
Oh yeah, we're doing Jimmy. Well, you
Jimmy's
I'm on that one.
You were gonna be everybody. Just so you know, Jimmy's making another appearance because we're gonna be doing we're gonna throw in a couple bonus episodes specifically for certain people in certain fields, and we're gonna bring them on the show. So we figured we'd do a fun comedy one with our friend Jimmy, and Jimmy replaced Mark today. But now Jimmy's gonna be on our bonus episode,
Yeehaw.
which Martin is the premise. When I point to you,
Oh, you want me to say it? Yeah, like so you're home from college, your parents are away, and you're throwing a party, and you have to hire a movie character who's gonna basically organize that party for
your party
you.
planner for you, right?
Your party planner. Who is
Yeah.
it gonna be?
And
You know what I mean? And what are they gonna do with the party? Like, what's the themes or
And originally it was supposed to be comedic, but now it's just open.
anything?
Right?
Yeah.
And it still could be comedic with anything,
yeah.
right? But yeah,
I have a
anything.
feeling that's kind of where we're gonna play
Yeah.
on that one. So,
yeah.
I may pick Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh, be our guest.
Have you seen Be Our Guest?
Be our guest
Yeah.
is
Put our
dope.
service to the test.
Yeah, exactly.
The cartoon, not the live action, right?
Obviously.
Well, Chris,
I don't know if I made it to that.
Such disdain.
Is that scene in the live action?
I didn't
one?
see it. I never saw it.
I don't think I made it that far.
I never saw the one.
It must be. It's the big.
That's the big thing.
It's the big comedy.
That's
That
like
would be
Hakuna
like-
Matata.
yeah.
Hakuna Matata.
Or like
Yeah.
can't never had a friend like me, right? You can't take out the big musical number.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I just can't remember. We saw it once. Whatever. So yeah, that's going to be airing at some random point in August. It'll be off our normal schedule.
We'll post it on our social media. accounts.
Yeah, we'll put it up when it's ready. On that note, thank you again so much, everybody, for tuning in to another episode of The Real Debaters. Check us out online. I have been Micheal Petrow,
Martin Navarro.
Jimmy Skinner.
and
Chris.
we're out.
That was awesome. Oh, that was fun.